took Ross for Johnson. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is Ross for Johnson. I never took Ross for Johnson. I never took this, guys. This is Ross for Johnson. I never took Ross for Johnson. Guys. This is Ross for Johnson. I never took Ross for Johnson. I never took Ross for
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo, dudes. Good morning, everyone. Hey, guys, it's Friday. Friday. Guys, stage 6, the Criterium, the Dauphine Libre. We're back, guys. Really cool start to the stage here today, guys. I've been watching it all the way. I think this morning I was up at 4:30, coffee on. Actually, I was up at 4. The race started at 4:45. There's a massive breakaway, 59 to 60 riders in that group up front. Every team represented except Decathlon. So getting really interesting here. Guys, live stream doesn't start, I think, until 10 after 7 right here. Yeah, it resumes at 7:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for me. So we got a little bit to go here, but we got lots to chat about. I see there's tons of action in the chat already. So awesome to see that, guys. What am I missing? This phone. Colin, you need to have this set up so you can see what the chat says. We get that set up here, guys. And, Josh Charling abandoned the race due to a crash. Josh Charling just abandoned the race due to a crash. I'm just seeing that now, guys. I'm seeing you guys talking in the chat earlier. Vout wins yesterday, did not start today. So, they're on their own. Yep, so we haven't seen that crash. So he crashed 9 minutes ago, and now he's out. So let me get to my channel here. Here we are, live. And just repositioning a little bit here, guys. Let's get the controllers over here. Thanks for everyone being here today. Dudes, Drew's here. Drew, loved your comments earlier today. Few comments. First off, love Chateau Ghetto. Dude, I love that. It will forever be known. Dude, it's probably some really ritzy, snitsy place. I really hope it is, Drew. But it's always fun to kind of like knock ourselves down a notch, isn't it? Colin will love the car talk. I think the last 2 or 3 was 1962. Dude, and I'm going to back it up again. Drew was talking about... Was it Drew? Yeah, it was Drew. Sure it was. 1998 Boxster, I think it was. Drew, sorry about your loss, dude. Sorry about your loss. So the story I'm getting here, Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, is that Drew has now inherited, I guess, a 1998 or 1999 Boxster. I love Boxsters. Great cars. Awesome track day car. Awesome to whip around the curves. Dudes, it's not all about having 1,000 horsepower in your car. Sometimes it's all about having fun in your car. Dudes, I'm in the market for a new VW GTI. I'm actually shopping for one right now. It's imminent. Probably in the next month. So, yeah, anyway, so back up to Drew. My story's garbage. And at the race, guys, I'm just going to give you a quick update here. We've got 59 riders in that group. I think it's still 59. Rob Daunt did have a flat earlier and was left isolated. We've done the Category 4, Category 4, Côte de Châtellard. And now we're going to Col de Granier. Now, this is a name you guys should know. 8.1 kilometers at 5.6%. So I think Drew's having a car delivered from California, I think he said. And the little chit-chat was like, well, what made you do that? And I guess it was something one of his long time ago girlfriends passed away recently. Sorry for your loss, Drew. It's always sad to hear that. And I think her name was Alma. Alma. And they used to do lots of road trips in their cars. So I guess someone said something. What was the comment? I think it was the sister that said she would want you to have something fun. Do something fun with this car. So, dude, that's an awesome story. Awesome story. I'm actually going to back up a little bit here. Her sister said, she would want you to do something fun with it. Yeah, wow. So this is many, many moons ago for Drew. But, yeah. Awesome story, Drew. Love it. Dudes, no decathlon boys in the front group. All the other teams are out there. It's smash day. Smash day on decathlon. They've got to get working here. Kevin Ganitz here from Groupama FDJ has also abandoned the race. I got to think maybe he might have been involved in that same crash. Possibly. To abandon within 2 minutes of each other. Turning this up a little bit. And going to catch up with the chat here. We're talking about TR3s, the Triumphs. Rail, hello, no clue what's going on. There are 2 pelotons. Yeah, there's 2 pelotons. Dude, 60 guys up front? Like, some of the teams, they have more than half their teams here. Look at Groupama. They have 4 riders here. There's only 7 riders at this race, I believe, per team. Just want to double check that, dudes. Yeah, it's only 7 riders per team, so they have half their team there. And they're not the only ones doing that. 3 for Visma, 4 for Red Bull, 4 for Uno X, 4 for Sudal. We got 5 for Picnic. No, sorry, Two-Door. 5 for Two-Door. 4 for Intermarché. It's a smash decathlon day, guys. Smash decathlon day. Maybe these are the new tactics in racing right here. Rail saying, still the Paul destruction of the universes commences from now on and will never end. Drew saying Chateau Ghetto is a 3-bedroom trailer that shakes in the wind, dude. Yeah. And Drew, I saw you made a comment here too. World Cup soccer in Mexico today, earlier. Guys, don't even ask me the scores. Don't even know who's playing. And a bunch of teams are playing. How about that? Chateau Ghetto is higher than the stadium that they played at in Mexico. So, Drew's high on life. Yeah, Chateau Ghetto with the Porsche in the front driveway. Yeah. Okay. Aaron's saying, pretty sure Drew did not inherit the car, but rather got money and is getting... Okay, gotcha. Cool. We'll have Alma Lee, that was her name, stenciled into the paint on the front. And I think this is a girlfriend from way back in 1985. I think that's what I remember seeing. Yeah, Guillaume Martin is out front. That's Rail saying sneaky Professor Martin doing what Martin does his entire career, backdooring the GC. Eddie's back. Opening day for second. I wonder if I should watch some of today, guys. I got hung up on World Cup. Sorry, yachting again yesterday. So yesterday I was watching some of the stuff from Sardinia, the America's Cup qualifying, different boats. I like it. So yeah, the difference is Sail GP versus America's Cup. Sail GP is near shore, faster, more maneuverable. They instantly turn on a dime. Smaller courses, really close into shore. America's Cup, they send them out there. Way bigger courses. The ships are pretty quick, but not Sail GP quick. The hardest part for me is that when you watch Sail GP, it's all in kilometers an hour. When you watch America's Cup, it's all in knots. 1.8 kilometer to 1 knot. So they're racing around at 30, 40 knots, which is fast. But, that's under 70, 80K an hour, something like that. Sail GP boats are hitting 100 kilometers an hour, 62.4 miles an hour, dudes. Just flying. World Cup fever is back for sure. Last night in hockey, Carolina beat the Vegas Knights, apparently. I just woke up to that. Didn't even watch a second of it. Canada today versus Bosnia. Okay, that's what Eddie's telling me. Drew saying, who saw the sail GP boat capsize? Drew, I've been watching tons of it. So last week they would have been in New York. And I think they just had day one of Halifax. I think day one of Halifax was yesterday. So there's an event in Canada. And I think there's multiple days of racing, multiple races per day. And then they do a final 3. I think that's kind of the standard way they do it. Okay, yeah. So Drew's got his Boxer coming. Love it. Like I said, I'm shopping for a GTI. I know there's a Type R, but the Type R. So guys, when I had my GTI way back when, I think I had a 2014 or 15. I drove it for like 7 years. Loved it. It's just a perfectly balanced design car. Does everything you need it to do. It's got tons of power, mostly torque when you need it. But if you baby it, you'll get high 30 miles per gallon. You'll get 39, 40 miles per gallon out of that little car. And with my real estate job, driving everywhere. I'm driving everywhere. Yeah, it helps me make money. Fold the back seat down. You could throw a bike in the back easy. They're just spot on. It's also car of the year again. VW GTI, car of the year. When I had mine way back when, I used to call it La Douche. That's what I called it. La Douche. You know, because it's kind of a young guy car, right? My buddies called it La Douche too. And I just think the Type R, I'm probably too old for it. I think I'm too old for a Type R. And I don't need it. I don't need all that power. You don't need it. It's a fun car. Rail saying, I'm completely not a football soccer guy myself, so I don't know what's going on. Dudes, let's take a little bit of a look at the race here. We'll jump over to Tour Track for a second. We'll show you where we're going from. Kind of started out farmlands, foothills here at the start today. Neutralized start, leaving town. And working our way back towards the east, towards the, the French-Italian border here. Came over one ridge. That would be our first climb. There was a sprint point early on over a Category 3 climb. That was the Côte de Châtelard. We've done that. And now we're working our way up to the Col de Granier. Riders are on it right now, guys. See how these other GC riders, 57 riders in the front, guys, with 88.2 kilometers to go. We're going to plunge back down into these long valley systems, winding our way on, I guess, probably some main thoroughfares. The roads are going to be in really good condition down through here, just traveling from city to village, town to village, before we turn off on some little weird side road out of the valleys. You can see it all built up here. All built up in these valleys. And instead of going, the village route down to the right here, we turn off and head north, and let's go find some mountains to climb. Mountaintop finish, dudes. Mountaintop finish today. I got to assume there's some kind of little ski resort up here. It's just a high plateau. Actually, what am I seeing right here? Yeah, the way these trees are, there's got to be some kind of ski facility up here. Pretty sure about that. We can hang out here for a little bit on the main Dauphine website. Guys, we had a good discussions last week. 2 days ago. What happened with me yesterday? I don't know. I don't know what happened to me yesterday. I think I was up plenty early to do it. Oh, I know what it was. It was just kind of like all the action in the front half, and then the last half of the race is pan flat. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that today. Plus, yeah, I don't know what I did yesterday, guys. I don't know. I got to leave the house today. Aaron saying the sail GP boats capsize pretty regularly. Yeah, we got 3 stages still to go, guys. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All look like absolute bangers. We can take a look at the overall standings here, guys. It's still Alex Baudin, Kevin Vauquelin, Oscar only. Matteo Jorgensen, Juan Ayuso, Skelmos, Nordhagen, Carlos Rodriguez, Leo Bisio, and Paul Seha. Virtually, though, out there, guys, it's getting all flipped up now. If we look at the virtual GC, Luke Tuckwell, Bruno Amaral for Visma, and Guillaume Martin. I think it was Rail who said earlier, backdooring the GC. It's moved up 16 positions in this one. Alex Baudin will be falling. Guys, all going to be changing by the end of the day. I did notice right here. Here they are. It's funny. They're side by side. Carlos Rodriguez, Christian Rodriguez. One is Ineos. One is Astana. Carlos is Ineos. Christian is Astana. Christian Rodriguez did really well last year at the Tour de France. And these two guys really threw me off seeing their names because they were both top 20 for a while. So if we look at the Tour de France from last year, you can see here he finished top 20. Was as high as 17th place at one point. And we're going to bounce back. And we'll take a look at Carlos Rodriguez. Last year, Tour de France. Didn't start stage 18, but got as high as 9th place overall. So at one point they were both close together in the standings, like 15th through 20th place. So those names really threw me off last year. So they're right there together now in the GC at the Dauphine. Dropped from the first part of the peloton, Matteo Trentin, Gianni Vermeersch, Anton Charmig, who won a stage a couple days ago, Martin Urenstad Boogie, Roland Talman for Tudor Pro Cycling. Let me see what's going on here. Jim from Las Vegas. Hey, Jim, are you in Colorado? I think, Jim, you're in Colorado. I think that was your comment you left on the channel there. So I got to get Jim on the virtual pin, which I don't have open right now. Virtual pin's not open. Yeah, dudes, I don't know what I did. Was I doing paperwork yesterday morning? Oh, I rode super early too. It was nice yesterday, guys, because I was up super early for the stage. I just didn't want to talk yesterday. I jumped on the bike at 7:30. I got off the bike, and the race was still going on. And I'm like, okay. Like, it went on for like another hour. So I watched all that. Then I had the whole day ahead of me. It rained all day yesterday here. Paperwork. Trying to organize some plans I got going forward. Aronson Carlos Rodriguez cannot win this because there is no daredevil downhill at the end. Yeah, they're going to put it to Decathlon today, guys. But Decathlon needs to come out and win this one. So Paul and his team are going to be doing a lot of work coming up, you guys. They're currently 2 minutes and 25 seconds back. They're going to have to probably pull it all back in this valley section. That all depends what the front part does. Rail, Lake Agassiz. We discussed that quickly. And when you said it too, I pulled a blank. I'm like, Lake Agassiz, I should know this. Yeah, dude, you're right. It was Manitoba. When you mentioned it during the stream too, and I thought, yeah, Manitoba, that's right. The remnants of Lake Agassiz. So Lake Agassiz was this gigantic lake that had more volume. I think more volume or area. Now, that's a good one. Probably area, because it wasn't a very deep lake. Glacial lake, fed by glaciers, advancing, retreating, over and over. The lake changed shape completely over the long period of time it existed. Area-wise, I'm going to say it was bigger than all the Great Lakes put together. It was gigantic. The remnants of that lake now, what were we looking at today? Guys, yeah, so cool. Guys, I'm going to try to show you something quickly before I go on. You would call this, this is sometimes called pot and kettle topography. Look at all these little ponds and puddles everywhere. What made that? They're everywhere. This is only about an hour and a bit north of me. Again, dudes, here I am. It's just up in this part of the world. And there's quite a bit of it. Actually, if you look at okay, guys, let me just get dialed in here. There's Big Valley. Take a look at Rumsey. There's a big ecological preserve here. Look at the surface of this thing. You can tell there's little depressions everywhere here. Basically rocks or even big chunks of ice. Guys, you ever cleaned out your freezer or your ice making machine and you put the ice in the sink and it'll sit there for 4 days straight? You can imagine how long it takes for, I don't know, 100-ton block of ice to melt. It'll be there forever. Especially if the climate conditions aren't that hot. It'll just sit there. depresses the land, sediment builds up around it, forms these little mini depressions that fill up with water. And they're still there. Still there. But yeah, Lake Agassiz would have been this whole stuff here, everywhere. The remnants of Lake Agassiz are Winnipeg, Winnipegosis, and Lake Manitoba. These lakes are extremely shallow. Like, I think they're like basically, I think one of them was like 7 meters deep on average. So it's just a depression in the land left over from the ice that pushed it down. When the glacial ice melts, it's got to go somewhere. It just fills up the depressions. So just gigantic. Agassiz, of course, named after a famous geologist from the past. And this lake drained in different directions. There was some really cool talk. Dude, it's you can go into such a deep dive on this. Of catastrophic floods occurring, and they've got evidence of that there too, like kind of catastrophic floods we talked about, the myths of these catastrophic floods, how high the waterways were and how much was eroded away. It happens. We just don't have anything right now to show us that. We don't have a glacier that's 2 miles high where we live that's ready to let go on top of us. We don't do that anymore. They're gone. Railsim, the upcoming Granier descent is very dangerous, so be careful. Let's take a look at that on Tour Tracker. Maybe we can see the descent better. Dogs are awake. I can hear them racing around upstairs. Yeah, it looks like a big, broad valley, but there are some pretty deadly switchbacks here. One of those ones where you start cooking the speed over 100k an hour, and then here's the turn. All right. So we're still going up the Col de Granier. We're almost at the top now. So that was the ascent. Here is the descent through here, going from a westerly to easterly direction here, back into the valley system. Not an overly long descent. Looks like we're going to be going maybe 7-8 kilometers down. Okay, we're going to just back up a little bit here, guys. Dave's asking, how old is your fridge? I haven't had to de-ice a fridge since 1994. No, Dave, you know when you got your ice cube maker? You got that big tray, and then it keeps piling ice on top? Well, the ice at the bottom just turns like white and gross. Once in a while, I empty the whole thing out and start over. And yeah, there's a huge block. It'll sit there for days on end. Unless I get hot water over it. Rail saying the funniest thing when it comes to Canadian weather is seeing 90 degrees Fahrenheit at the southern coast of Hudson Bay while the bay itself was still frozen. Yeah, that ice will be there forever. I think I've defrosted the stand-up freezer. I have a huge stand-up freezer at the back door. And yeah, I think I've done it twice in 13 years. Colin, do you have the classic Canadian cottage beer fridge? I do not. I do. Well, that's not true. I have a mini fridge. I have the mini fridge. Yeah, that's where all the cold drinks go. Okay, just moving on, guys. That's right. Also, when the ice retreats, the ground moves up and creates moraines. Guys, it's called isostatic rebound. Isostatic rebound. You take that weight off of it. Just think about that. That's how heavy the glaciers are. They push the entire Earth down. It starts coming back up. In fact, where is it off the east coast of the States? Guys, somewhere in this part of the world, I don't know, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York. They're talking about sea levels rising there, and a lot of scientists are saying absolutely not. The common theory or fact is that it's subsiding right now. It's just naturally subsiding. The weight of the sediments that are being deposited add weight on top, and it just starts pushing it downwards. It's probably a combination of both. It's geology. It's a funny thing. Getting to the top of the Col de Granier right now, guys. And feed should be coming here in about 10 minutes so I can actually see something going on. Yep, Tarling crashed and abandoned. Yeah, guys, like what you're saying, Rail. Guys, if you go into geology stuff, just even under glaciers, there's so many cool terms and terminology. Moraines, eskers. Yeah, that's just, there's hundreds of weird little terms and probably different words all over the world. Drew's talking about a chunk of blue glacial ice big as a Zurich city bus. Yeah, dude, and that's probably a small chunk too. The cottage beer fridge, the 1950s Art Deco streamlined fridge with the clunky, oh yeah, the ka-chunk handle. Yeah, nothing more damaging over time than ice and water. Exactly. Drew's mentioned isostatic rebound is as cool as a phrase as orographic lifting. What about orogenic? Orogenic, I like that word too. Mountain profile creating clouds. So orographic lifting is a mountain profile creating clouds. An orogeny. Guys, I had an orogeny. I just had a full-blown orogeny. Mountain building. Aaron, add some whiskey. Oh, let's add whiskey to anything, guys. Guys, still haven't drank. It's been over 6 months. What? Okay, five. Yeah, 5 months. I'm not at 5 months yet. Close. We're getting thereabouts. By the Tour de France, we'll be at 5 months. Why? I don't know. Dude, so that's the race we're on right now. They're on the descent now. What else can we look at here? So, dudes, so Rail, thanks for bringing up Lake Agassiz. Dudes, you know what you did to me this morning? Rail, when I got up early this morning, and I've gone through this before. I went hunting one day, couldn't find them anywhere. I just jumped online on Amazon and got myself an Essentials of Geology used textbook. Because, dude, I don't have any of my textbooks. At least I don't think I do. They could be stashed in the house somewhere. I just don't know where right now. But I've looked. And I kind of know where all my stuff is. So I'm like, did I just sell that stuff off when I left university? And so it's just going to be basically Geology 201, Geology 203, first year geology, university geology. But just like as a reference book, cool pictures. And it'll trigger things in my brain again. Because these things I haven't thought about for, 30 years. A lot of it. Dave's in an erogenous zone. We all are. Drew's saying, read about the Rio Grande Rift. That's about 20 or 30 miles east. Guys, you got me thinking about lakes. So, no, that's not the lake I wanted. And is it this one? Yeah. No, I got it right here. Dudes, the world's deepest lakes by maximum depth. Lake Baikal, Russia. It's over 5,400 feet deep. I did see something really cool about it too. Oh yeah, and they have seals there. This is like a landlocked lake. It contains about 20% of the world's unfrozen fresh water. They have seals there. It's in the middle of Russia. It's so strange to me. I did see. So we got Lake Tanganyika, famous for its cichlids. Caspian Sea, we know that. Inland lake, but it's saltwater. That one, yeah, it's saltwater lake. So, is it a lake? Lake Vostok, we know about that one. Got some cool stuff on that one too. O'Higgins San Martin Lake in Chile, Argentina. Haven't heard of that one. Lake Malawi, Lake Izikul in Kyrgyzstan. Crater Lake and Great Slave Lake. Great Lake stands out to me. It's over 2,000 feet deep. What's crazy about that one? You can see a notable fact down below. Many of the deepest lakes are tectonic or rift lakes formed by the stretching and fraction of the Earth's crust. Okay, so guess what? Lake Baikal is one of those. Lake Tanganyika is definitely one of those. It's a rift valley lake. Caspian Sea, well, it's saltwater, so it's different. Lake Vostok, that's a whole different story. O'Higgins San Martin, it's in the mountains. It's glacial activity. Lake Malawi, Rift Valley. Lake Izuk-Kul in Kyrgyzstan. Right here I'm seeing salinity and geothermal activity, so it's got to be tectonically related somehow. Crater Lake, well, that's volcano. Great Slave is just a big lake in the middle of nowhere in the Northwest Territories. Shocking that it's 2,000 feet deep. Yeah, that's crazy. Subglacial lakes like Vostok. Yeah, Lake Vostok is fascinating. Really fascinating. In fact, I had a super nerd session this morning, and I got into Lake Vostok here, Antarctica. It's buried beneath 4 kilometers. Okay, that's Lake Baikal. Lake Vostok. Lake Vostok, I think it's buried below 4 kilometers of ice. Yeah, right here. The surface of this. So, guys, if you don't know about it, they do the Vostok ice cores there. They can tell a lot about the past, a lot about the climate. Covered under ice. Kind of like we were 15 to 20,000 years ago. It is a freshwater lake, yes, a real lake, that has 4 kilometers, 2.4 miles of ice above it. So it's kind of like a time capsule from the past of what was going on. So I think what they do is they drill down, they stop right before they hit the surface water and let the water just kind of seep in. It'll freeze at the same time, and they pull the ice cores out. Now, there's a lot of like, well, is there contamination? What got in there? Because they have to keep the ice spore from freezing. They do that with, I think they said Freon and kerosene. And just the borehole alone, here, maybe I got a picture for you here, guys. The borehole alone, there was a good picture, just a quick schematic. Yeah, right here. Here it is. They cored 2.2 miles. Okay, I said 2.4. Close enough. There's the lake down there. What else is down there? Yeah. Is there real life down there? Some kind of blind organism that lives down there? So this borehole here, I imagine it's probably that big. They said the weight of the kerosene and the freon alone in the borehole is 60 tons of fluid weight to stop the hole from freezing and probably to stop anything from blowing out. Pretty fascinating to me. If I was there, it'd be a pretty cool thing to see. Dudes, rolling on here. Rolling on. Okay, I got to back up now. Rail saying, aren't the mid-mountain chains in the Canadian Northwest Territories one of the oldest in the world? Yeah, I think the oldest rock in the world, I think, is in Canada, somewhere in Ontario. Dudes, I should know all this. This is stuff I would remember. Like somewhere up here in Ontario, the oldest rocks that are left. Because remember, it's all being, well, right out here, guys, the mid-oceanic ridge right here, down the middle of the screen. Active tectonic zone right there. Basically, the stuff is coming out and spreading away like that, pushing towards North America and pushing towards Europe and Africa. That stuff at the same time is being subducted under like a conveyor belt. Gets melted, back to the top. That kind of like that kind of deal. Yeah, so some of the oldest stuff's here. Eventually, someday, that stuff will all be subducted under. And I actually think the oldest water in the world, too, is found somewhere in Canada. I think there's a mine that has the oldest fresh water in the world. Pretty sure about that. Aaron saying, do not get Colin riffing on riffs. Yeah, Aaron, I'm going to get fully back on my geology knowledge. Because, dudes, a lot of it's stuff you just, you take it's part of a 4-month long semester. You learn about it for 3 weeks to a month. It's fascinating, but you don't really get to do nothing with it. So here's those big lakes up in, there's the Great Slave Lake right there. Yeah, like it's just there. And then you've also got Great Bear Lake. Actually, I think it was Great Bear Lake was the one that was bigger. Great Slave is the bigger one, deeper one. Dudes, on the descent here, we'll tour tracker it up. I'll show you where they're at. We got another abandonment. We have another abandonment from Alpes and Premier Tech. Dylan Corkery has crashed on the descent. Rail mentioned that the descent is quite sketchy. I think that's at least 4 or 5 crashes we've already seen today. Probably going to go to a little bit of a chill out point of the race here during the valley, but 43.3 kilometers the average speed after doing all that climb in the Category 3 and the Category 2 Col de Granier. Earlier speeds were putting us right under 50k an hour, all being pushed by this super group at the front. 54 riders left, so we've lost a few, and the gap is opening. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Ooh, what a race. Are we going to talk about this race in a couple days going, this is where Paul lost the race? Is that possible? This group is probably big enough to stay away. Well, until the climbs. Okay, it can all come back on the climbs really quick, But that group behind may be just saying, yeah, we're not doing nothing. We got guys up front that can win the stage, decathlon, start doing all the work. And guys, let me just check here. I want to see when my video feed's coming. Should be right away. Come on, video feed. Drew saying, in millions of years, North American continent could split here. I'd be near beachfront. Exactly. Dave's got 3 brand new Shimano 8-speed cassettes. Dave, I was looking for new wheels this morning for my Look TTT bike. I found some nice Zip 404s. There was another one. What was it? Yeah, you can get like a nice set of wheels, carbon wheel set with a 10-speed cassette in the back, because my Dura Ace is a little bit older. So it's only 10 speed. That's all I need. I don't need all these gears. Get some legs. And yeah, like anywhere between say $400 to $600, you can get like a really nice set of wheels. So, and that's what I want. I just want to go pick a set of wheels up, and they can be rim. That's all I need. With a 10-speed cassette on it. And I found one already that's got a 10-speed Dura Ace on the back. So I'm going to go buy that. Drew saying Le Mans is over 700 meters deep, Lake Geneva area. Yeah, Baikal has so many endemic species. Exactly. Okay, Drew's saying 310. I think a lot of the lakes, like all the guys, if a lake's in the mountains in particular, it's going to be deep. It should be deep. Like, all these lakes here, these kind of like finger lakes or chain lakes, they're all deep because it's basically water that's filled up an entire valley system. I think Okanagan's 800 feet deep, roughly. I think the Columbia lakes here are deep, and they go forever. Like, there's lakes here, guys, I don't even know about. They just go forever. Yeah, it's up here. I'll be driving through here in the next little while, next few weeks, I think. I mean, look at these lakes here. They just... Kinbasket Lake, I looked this up one time. There's a dam at the end of it. There's no one out here. There's nothing out here, guys. There's a road here at the Mica Dam. Are you seeing any houses? Let's check out this place. Mica Creek. Let's check it out, guys. Do you want to live here? Looks good, eh? Do you want to live here? Let's take a look at the street. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at all the houses. There are a couple of residents here at Mica Creek. Yeah, good luck getting a Slurpee or a burger. How? Yeah. Dude, as a Canadian, sometimes I wonder, how do people live out here? Where do they go for food? Okay, Polish friends, we got a Warsaw Mountain in Canada. We have a Warsaw Mountain in Canada. Hell yes, dude. Here we go. Guys, just side tripping here. Side trip calling. But yeah, dude, so Mica Creek. Okay, dudes, I gotta look this up now. Mica Creek. Quick facts. Small creek, small village. I think it's beyond small. See what they say. What's the population of Mica Creek? It's got to be just a campground. They don't even give population. No longer incorporated as a village. I think there's a couple of houses, so I'm going to go visit Mica Creek one day. Okay. It houses people that work on the dam. About 400 workers. So there's a few people there. Okay. Let's get it on, Shaka Khan. Okay, live feed coming. The dirty feed is coming through now from the ASO. Dirty feed coming through, guys. Just starting up here, then a little warm-up stage. Oh, Jim's saying filmed season of Alone at Great Slave Lake. Brutal weather. Dude, I gotta watch that show. Like, it's a show that I kind of missed. I know exactly what it's about, where they drop people off. They take like 10 or 12 people, survivalists, I don't know, trappers, whoever. Zhao's been dropped from the second part of the peloton. So Zhao has been dropped out of the second group that's chasing the GC group. Yeah, they drop them off in the country. Just say, just live. They got to film everything themselves. I think a helicopter crew goes in once in a while. They must check up on them a little bit. You think? Like, how much of that stuff is in the background? Like, does the helicopter fly over and just wave at them? And it's whoever lasts the longest wins some money. It's probably not enough. But yeah, that's something. I think they're all like on Tubi or something. One of those channels. That would be a great show to watch. Watch people lose their minds. Aaron St. Paul says English is pretty good in interviews. Math, not so much, as his team is apparently working 200% for him today. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, Rail saying there's definitely life in Lake Vostok and other Antarctic lakes. Yeah, the irony of talking about geological time events during a race, about fast times and gaps of seconds, is top irony. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Rail, you got it, dude. The MOR, the Mid-Atlantic Oceanic Ridge, discovered in the 50s, basically confirmed the tectonic plates theory. Interestingly, some parts of what's now Scotland, that's right, were left over in Newfoundland. Dude, yeah, the rocks in Newfoundland, that area right there, we're going to jump back if you're terrible with geology, geography, whatever. We're going to zoom out. So there's rocks here that are directly the same as rocks over here. So they would have came out in the middle of the Mid-Oceanic Ridge right here at some point in the past. I don't know when. It's probably like 1 or 2 centimeters per year. Okay? And we're talking thousands of kilometers. They would have came up and split. There you go. That's it. That's your geology deep dive. Weather in Newfoundland and Scotland, about the same. Yeah, dude, it is. And I think one of the coolest videos I ever saw on YouTube was like 2 Irishmen or 2 Scottishmen. I think it was Irish. 2 Irishmen meet a Newfoundlander. And they were both like, I think the Irish dudes were more blown away by what the Newfoundlander sounded like. Because they speak a weird dialect there. Bye. The Appalachians are very, very old too. I think the Appalachians might be the oldest in North America. I think. Not the oldest land mass or the oldest rocks, but the oldest mountain chain. They're completely eroded down now. I mean, they're obviously still there, but it's not like the Rocky Mountains. We finally have video feed now. I gotta swig some coffee, guys. Ice cold. Yeah, Baudine is saying goodbye to the LC. I think they did a really good job holding it for that long. And I'll jump back here. And we've lost the dirty feed again. 60 people in the chat, guys. Hey, guys. Colin, Inside Cycling World. Tour de France is coming. Don't you dare miss a stage. I'm talking to you right there. Yeah, you. Eyes. Lock in. Lock in, baby. All the big northern Canadian lakes down to Athabasca are connected by the famous Mackenzie River. Yeah, dudes, you know, I could road trip all over Canada and never see all of it. There's so many cool places. I've been to a lot of really funky places like northern Saskatchewan, which is really not north. It's really not north. I love saying this. We'll do a little quick peek again here. So I used to live... Okay, here's Prince Albert. Guys, look how big Saskatchewan is. It's gigantic. But what's funny is, what we call northern Saskatchewan, even in Canada, as Canadians, as Albertans, as Westerners, is only halfway up. Look at Edmonton. We would call that northern Alberta. It's only halfway up. Guys, where's the oil sands? Show me where the oil sands are. Where is the environmental scourge of the world? It's so damaging that you can see it from anywhere. Find it. Long pause. Long pause, long pause, long pause. It's okay. Anyways, guys, I used to live up here, Prince Albert. I actually live right here in Christopher Lake. In fact, we're going deep now. Ooh, can I find it? Can Collie find this? I've done this before on the channel live. I can't find my house. I think it was, yeah, right here. Guys, I used to live right here. Here's my old house. Yeah, dude. I had my dog yard back here. Looks like they put a garden in. I had about 30 dogs living back here. A lot of little ponds and lakes there too. Once you get up here, you're kind of getting into the middle of nowhere. This is I thought I saw a Sasquatch up here on a dog race one time. I think I've mentioned that. The roads kind of end. They start ending. They get really small. A lot of ice roads. Some cool geological features here. You guys see that? Look at that. Can anyone see a pattern there? Can anyone see a type of a pattern there? It looks like big striations in the surface of the land there, doesn't it? Yeah, sure it does. Another good thing to talk about here too is, remember Grey Wolf? No, Grey Owl? Grey Owl. Grey Owl lived up here. Do you guys know who Grey Owl is? He lived at Waskesiu Lake. Waskesiu? Yeah, I think he lived at Waskesiu, which is a really nice lake. Yeah, there's no live feed, so I'm just talking about whatever I want to talk about right now. Grey Owl, he's the British guy that came over here and just kind of became First Nations. And everyone thought he was a First Nations dude when he wasn't. He was British. I think you can look his name up. Here they called him Grey Owl. I don't really know the full story. His name was probably like Archie or something. Probably born in London. Yeah, that would be up here. Elkridge was a checkpoint at a dog race I went to years ago. Some of the stuff I did up here was insane. But yeah, so like at this point here, you're only halfway up. Halfway up. Actually, not even. Actual feed coming now, guys. We have the countdown timer coming. We have 70 kilometers to go. Let's get serious about the race. 55 riders in that front group. And was that? No, that was the rider we saw abandoned before. Joe Almeida's been dropped. He's made it back into the second part of the peloton. Ladouche would have been calling on a car wash with the top down. Yeah, total Ladouche. Oh, Dave's ex tossed 3 cassettes because she did not like the look of them. Yeah, Aaron, many of those lakes in Alberta look like the same north-south pattern of the Finger Lakes in New York. Yeah. Dude, Dave, exactly. Every small town in Canada has a Chinese restaurant. Warsaw, plenty, also in Polish, like in German. W is pronounced as Warsaw. Rocks for Jocks. Yeah, dude, this is total Rocks for Jocks here. This is not deep dive. This is just Rocks for Jocks right now. So, yeah, I should have been an instructor. Matt's getting locked in. Lock in. Look into my eyes. Look in my eyes. Ooh. Oh, that was the crash from yesterday. They're showing some highlights from yesterday. From 2 days ago. Here's the Quinn Simmons stage. Just catching up with this now, guys. Quinn winning 2 stages ago. Back on top. SpaceX is worth $670 to $700 billion. Yeah, that's insane. Red 5, stay on target. The non-native, yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of tree leaf and wind damage pick up at your old house in Saskatchewan. Yeah, Davison actually did so much for native rights and heritage, the natives adopted him. Thank you, CNCP Rail, for the chop suey. Yeah, every little town out here in the country, guys, every town has a railway ave. I spent hours yesterday looking at small towns, drives I want to go on. Take the action cam, just capture a little bit of footage and put a little story to it somehow. Like, guys, I see this stuff all the time living out here. I'll just show you. There's one part of Alberta I'm fascinated with right now. So here's Big Valley, kind of a place I'm looking at. Like out here, guys, you can see, okay? Here's Red Deer, Calgary, 1.5 million people. Edmonton, over 1 million people. Red Deer, probably 150, 200,000. Big Valley out here. I mean, I'm trying to show you a little area. Like this huge swath of land here. There's nothing out there. Like, there's nothing out there. But, like, I mean, every town. So, if we look at even Big Valley, for example, Railway Ave. Every place out here. So that's Big Valley. I think it's 300 and something people. If we were to go to, oh, I don't know. These towns out here, there's not much. Like you're seeing towns here. Let's take a look at Bymore. Let's see what happens in Bymore. There it is, guys. There it is. That's Bymore. Here's the Railway Avenue. In fact, it looks like the rail line's gone here too. So Bymore has a hotel. Let's have a look. We can do this. Prairies. That's the Bymore Hotel right there. Guys, come on in. Bring your date here. You and the wife can go on 15, 20 year honeymoon. Oh, it's for sale. By Rolla Page. That's who I work for. So the Bymore Hotel is being sold. Very sad. I don't know. Maybe 100 people live here? This is what it's like out here. There's parts of... and guys, what I'm saying about this here too, I'm not talking about the north. I'm talking about right in the heart of Canada. There's nothing. Hackett. Why is this even here? This is Hackett. Look at Hackett. Railway Ave. You can almost see the right-of-way they use, and maybe those are the old railway tracks right there. Perhaps over here. This is Hackett. Do you guys want to visit there? It looks like just a big acreage now, maybe a feedlot, cattle operation. Just bizarre. Warden. Let's take a look at Warden. What happens in Warden? Nothing. Warden Railroad Switching Station. Oh, this must be the actual Warden. Here's the metropolis of Warden, guys. This is it. This is it right here. 60 kilometers, 58 kilometers ago, guys. We've got a 3-minute and 13-second gap. Massive group on the front, 55 riders. I'll jump back to the racing now, guys. I love that old town stuff, though. Yeah, rail. I agree with you. I think it's just going to sit here, 245 in that range. This group at the front is so big, that group behind doesn't have enough firepower to chase them down. All these guys here want to win a stage. It's going to go down in the last 20 kilometers today. So we got a little bit of time here to go. Hence the chop suey talk. Dude, yeah, Drew, if you are in or near or interested in Colorado geology, a great amateur book is Roadside Geology of Colorado by Hecla Chronic. Never heard of that name, but dude, I love those books. There's a real good one here in Alberta by Dale Leckie. He's very famous here. He was an oil and gas geologist, retired, and now he has his roadside. It's basically anyone can read it and go, oh, I'm going to go find that place, and I'm going to go and know something about it. So kind of like Rocks for Jocks for tourists. I might take a pop over to Three Hills this weekend. There's a cool little bookstore there, and they have a couple copies of it. Yeah, no Chinese restaurant chain actually sells real Chinese food, and I'm probably okay with that. I like my plain Jane westernized Chinese food. Oh, rail. When it comes to big valleys, the race is now in a big valley known as Grévaudan. It spans from Grenoble to Albertville. At first there, dude, I thought you said Gévaudan. Is it Gévaudan? The Beast of Gévaudan. Look it up, bros. The Beast of Gévaudan. Is it Gévaudan? Gevaudon. Yeah, very mysterious. Or not. Dude, thank you. Thank you, X-Men. Chinese food here are catered to Americans, Canadians as well. Real Chinese food are weird. Thank you. Dave St. Drew in Toronto, 99K will get you a rundown outhouse. Okay, Drew's got some, Rail's got some good stuff here about Grévaudan. Yeah, dude, it is a gigantic valley system. Dude, okay, dude, when I look at this image here, if you're watching live right now on whatever feed, this reminds me kind of the Okanagan here. Forested, lots of little farms, not as populated as this though. Yeah, dude, I'm going for a drive in a couple weeks. Love it. Dave, I'm still working on Piltdown Man. Wasn't Piltdown Man the fake one? Was Piltdown Man the fake one? I think. I'll try and lurk from work. Do we have any lurkers here today? If you're a lurker in this channel, why are you lurking? Get out. Let us know who you are. Lock in. Lock in, bro. Just, yeah, lock in. Lock in. Lock in with me, bro. 55 Ks to go, dudes. At the Criterium de Dauphine. The Dauphine. La Dauphine. I feel like I need another coffee. I don't know if there's any left upstairs. Decathlon is pulling on the front here, guys, with EF actually helping them. We've got 5 riders from Decathlon on the front, 3 EF riders in Ineos. Let's take a look and see. We've only got 1 Ineos rider. That's what they're doing here. There's only 1 Ineos rider in the breakaway. Dorian Godon, very fast Frenchman, French champion. We have 2 Ineos riders in the top 3 right now. They've actually lost those positions virtually on the road, so it's time to start thinking about hauling these dudes back. You can see how gigantic Dan Houle is riding in second place there. Like, he just towers over them. Paul, Leo Bissinger, Dan Houle, Perry Ponch, Prudhomme, and we don't have Riccatello here. He did not. I think he started stage 1 and then abandoned. I think that's what he did. Very, very early into the stage. Had a Dumoulin dump. Or thought he was going to have a Dumoulin dump, said, I'm out. Cofidis rider Brian Cocard. Rocking the facial hair. His picture is out of date, folks. The Postman Always Rings Twice is my inspiration of the week. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. Never actually seen that movie. What have I been into? Yeah, guys, mostly for me right now, it's just been sailing. Sailing, baseball, cycling, you name it. Matt, what's the deal with the name change from Dauphine? Dude, I think they just changed it over the years with sponsors. All the pros like to call it the Dauphine. All of them. They call it the Dauphine. I think the brand new young guys are giving it the real name, the Terra. Yeah, let's ride the Terra. This does not sound cool. All I can think in my head is like Lance Armstrong saying the Dauphine. That's what I'm hearing. Aaron saying the racing looks all over. Yeah, guys, on this front group here, they're not dilly-dallying. They're doing 54K an hour here, 56K an hour through the valley system. And it is climbing ever so slightly. We can zoom in here. Let's have a little zoom in here over on Tour Tracker. You can see we are just slightly climbing. We'll be climbing away out of the valley system here. Eventually. There will be a lot of build-up around here, though. There's tons of farms, tons of little villages. Wow, I'd love to hang out here. And the weather looks fantastic. Speaking of which, what is the weather like during the race? Weather during the race, got to be in the high 20s. Not bad. 26 in the valley where they're at right now. 20 degrees Celsius, so 70 Fahrenheit. Probably like close to 80 in the valley system. Back that unit up right there. We'll maybe chill with Tour Tracker today here. Just watch the dots for a bit. Actually, that's not that exciting, is it? I think I like this better for dot watching. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting finish, guys. Matt, one word, money. Yeah, I want money. Lots and lots of money. Money, money, money. Or the Pink Floyd song. The cash register going. That one. Money. Yeah, dudes, today, I think I had 2 reasons why I was going to go to town. Oh, I got to mail off something. I got another eBay sale. Liquidation times. Another eBay sale. I got to remember to do that today. Stop off there. The bookstore's in the other direction, so maybe that'll be tomorrow. The teams see what this Seha creature is, so they're outright rioting and giving Decathlon a hard time. Now the gap is growing. Dude, I love it. See, guys, this kind of thing is what they need to do to Poggy. Dudes, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Santiago Buitrago is out of the back of the peloton. Not sure if he's just back at a car or not. They haven't shown anything. This is what I like to see. I want these teams to do this kind of thing. Like, I would love to see this at the Tour de France. Like, just everyone attack them. They can't control everything. Right? They can't control everyone. Poll, will the break make it to the finish? Well, Will the break make it to the finish? Pablo Torres is there. I really like this dude. Young dude. Look how long. UAE's got him signed up for like 6 years. 7 years. They are banking on this guy to do something. He is a climber. Could this guy stay away all day? Benoit Cosnefro's there. He's here to win stages. Amarel's a time trialist. He's not going to stay away. Quinn Simmons won't stay away. But there are riders here that can. Johansson's here. Tobias Holland, Johansson. Like, come on, dude. This guy is legit. Sits 35th right now overall. Interesting. This is, yeah, that's pretty interesting seeing him way up there. Got 3 riders. Yeah, there's lots of dudes set up in this group to help out their GC leaders, or their, not even GC leaders. Yeah, like, okay, there's 3 EF guys here. They're set up for Ben Healy to come up the road later. Potentially win the stage. All depends how Ben feels. That's the thing, guys. The stage comes up. How do our boys feel? Can we get them in the right break? Can our guy that has the best chance of winning, can he perform that day? You know, can you perform on camera? Long pause for that one, guys. Can you perform on camera? I don't know if I could. Elon Musk rings the opening bell on Wall Street. So is that what's going on? SpaceX is going public. Aaron's saying Van Gils for the win. Is that a Groupama guy? Oh, Maxime Van Gils. Okay. Lots of different riders, you guys. Christian Rodriguez is in that mix. There's some climbers here, too. There are some climbers here. Covey's in the mix here. Guillermo Martin. Clement Brazafonso. Speaking of which, Clement Brazafonso, 24 points. He's already picked up 7 points today. So he is in this group. He's a tiny, tiny dude at 50 kilograms. Tiny. He's like mini-me. Rocking the goatee. I like the color of the blue and white polka dots jersey. Just a quick little sticky bottle here. Back at the team car. Okay. Back in the GC peloton. EF's moved to the front now. Max Walker for EF. He's looking back like, come on, let's go. Let's go. He's actually was waiting for the decathlon boys to get his wheel. Like, we need to work now. Now we're out 4 minutes. Now they're it's head scratch time. They're like, we got to work. We got to work, dudes. EF, decathlon, more EF, Ineos, Lidl Trek. We're picking up another EF rider front. Guys, I know what just happened there. I saw that there was 3 EF riders in that front group. They've just picked up another EF rider. So EF's telling us, dudes, you got to come back now. You got to come back. Decathlon needs our help back here to pull us back to the front. So EF's drifting guys back, satellite riders back, and they're going to sit on the front of the peloton now and help these dudes. Dude, kind of cool, really cool dynamics going on here. I love when teams do stuff like this. Okay, I got to back up, guys. Dave saying Poggy usually laughs when they attack him, and then hammers him into submission. Dude, I'm talking like this, like 50 or 60 guys go, and then make the GC guys work so hard. Like 50 or 60 guys go up the road. They don't have to be threats. Though they could win, like Luke Tuckwell. He's only 103 down. Which, like a Poggy, could pull that back, no problem. But you're going to wear them out every day. You're going to make that GC peloton work so hard because the group's so big up front, they got a chance. They can kind of wear the GC down, I guess. Guys, did you see the numbers that Remco's dropping? So I saw Remco posted something, I don't know if it was on YouTube or Facebook. What was it? I think it was 425 watts for 30 minutes straight. I think it was 30 minutes, his threshold power, giving him a watts per kilo. I think of like 6.7 something watts per kilo. That's Poggy level. That's Jonas level. But can he do it during the race? Yeah, Luke Tuckwell in yellow after today would be funny. Yeah, guys, it's a huge group. There's firepower in this group, and they just need to stay organized and not start thinking about themselves. If they want to stay away. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Crossing over a little bridge here. I wonder if I can see where we're at. Let's see. Yeah, this is delayed. Here's that little bridge they just crossed over here. They just took a hard right-hander at this roundabout, crossed over this river here, and over to the other side of the valley. So that is slightly delayed. Yeah, EF, 2 guys on the front now. Who's that third rider there? I'm trying to figure out who that is. White jersey, who would that be? So he's in like a national, or maybe the best young rider jersey. Bandaged up right now. 60K an hour on the flats, you guys. They are hammering now. And as I said here, like, take a look at this. Here's a comment right here 3 minutes ago. Ben Healy pulling in the second part of the peloton. It's like, okay, dudes, let's go. We got to go. And take a look at this now. The 3 EF riders became 2, and now it becomes 1. He's drifted back as well. I'm looking to see that pick up right now. The motorbike's actually moving away. I bet you we're picking him up right now. Possibly. I caught the last one. So EF's sending its boys back. I wouldn't be surprised if other teams start doing that. Dude crosses the road right in front of the cyclist here. I'm not sure if the cyclists were that happy with him. Saw a few hands fly up in the air. Yeah, Alistair McKellar right here saying caught by the second part of the peloton. Well, I think he's being caught. He's also been told to go back because it wasn't like he was struggling on the back. He's been sent back. Uno X driving the front in the Peloton 1. 46.3K an hour is our average speed right now overall, dudes. That's fast, especially with that climb right in the middle. Hard day. They're earning their salaries today for sure. IPO for SpaceX. Okay. Musk about to cash out again. He's going to control the world soon, guys. Prepare for the New World Order. New World Order. Buy SpaceX stocks. Rail. There are many trucks in the front peloton. If the work gets south, we'll have a really hard time in limiting the gap on the final. That's what I think, Rail. I think there's enough firepower in the front. Like, imagine if Poggy was back here. So what would Poggy do right now if he was 4 minutes back? I guess he would do what the other guys are doing. We got to pull him back on the climb. But also, this front group is so big. And yeah, it will get whittled down on the climb too. There's a lot of firepower there to keep the gap really big. And we're seeing it. It's still growing. Just watching 3 Caja Rural riders tucked in behind the EF car there. Not sure what happened to them. Must be these 3 here. Jose Felix Para. Yep, back to them. Sergey Darder and Alex Diaz. I wonder if they're doing a drift back. They look like they're riding hard. Maybe they had a team meeting back at the car, and now they're working their way back up. Red Bull pulling on the front of Peloton number 1. Okay, it looks like we just left a feed area, maybe a garbage dump area, whatever we want to call it. The love of money from Dave here. Guys, I saw a nice Pinarello Italia Treviso on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. Thinking I might go, something I wouldn't mind buying. It had Shimano. Dudes, it was so old. So an Italia Treviso, if there's any Pinarello experts here, let me know what I'm looking for. It was $350. Had that kind of pastel-y, kind of greeny white and blue, reddy white and blue, you know, that they were rocking back then. It is an 80s bike, the Italia Treviso. It had Shimano 600 on it. And it looked like it was 6-speed maybe. Right? So obviously you got to find some campy parts to put on it. But I thought that would be a cool bike to build up and make. The guy had it as a flat bar bike for whipping around Calgary. But he had the original handlebar, all that stuff. And it looks really good as a drop bar bike, as a road bike. I thought that might be fun to do. Rail saying EF should not do anything, as I don't think Bodine will keep the jersey today. At least Jorgensen will smoke him on the final climb if the time loss of Ayuso and Ceja is too big. Yeah, Remco relearning how to come. Yeah, Remco's just disappeared, guys. He's out there doing something. He's in Remco land. Remco doing Remco things. Ooh, yeah, dudes. They are hammering her. 61K an hour right now at the front of the peloton. Dudes, these guys are racing to stay away. Big, long. Dude, it's 60... Sorry, it's... We've lost a couple. It's 54 dudes on the front, all in a single file, hammering. Hammering. And again, this is not flat. This is not flat. The dogs. The dogs. I just need a fish. I need a new fish. Yeah, just moving through the valleys here, guys. Dorian Godon on screen right now. 36 minutes, 32 seconds overall. Sprinter for Net Company Ineos. Yeah, Aaron, with 3 podium favorites, team race control dynamics in the Tour de France will be different and interesting this year. I'm going to say 4. Let's throw Remco in there too. But it's a big if. It'll either be Remco does great or he'll just quit one day. Aaron, gap is going out to 4 minutes. Probably enough for a rider from this group resting right now to win it. X-Men saying shares for SpaceX are $135 a share. I can buy about a tenth of one. Yeah, Remco can even beat Pontani's Alp record in training, but repeating it in racing is a different beast. Exactly. I think Jonas just beat one at the Giro. An old Pontani record. But yeah, it's a different environment, right? Actually, that would have been during the race too. So, okay, that's pretty decent then. I think he beat it by like 8 seconds or something. I'm surprised the record stood that long. Okay. Rail's saying he thinks that, yeah, you're right, dude. Lipowitz is probably... Yeah, if you had to put your money on them right now, would you say Remco or Florian Lipowitz? Yeah. Remco, I'd say he's a very independent dude, and he does what he wants. Probably won't listen to the team, and he just does whatever he feels like. Yeah, dude, you're probably right. Lipowitz is probably the leader, and Remco as the dark wild horse. Wild. Charles Todd Sullivan for president. SpaceX is a bad buy unless you sell it quickly. Huge backlash coming against big tech, AI, the billionaire class. Dudes, I want to talk about something right now. I want to talk about something real quick. This is going on in my backyard right here. And I don't know if it's the biggest in North America. It's gigantic, though. It's a data center. What's that for? AI, cloud computing, whatever, machine learning. It's a $10 billion data center, and they want to put it right here. So here I am. They want to put it Olds. Okay? I just want to show you something. So, yeah, this is what... Why don't we have a look at Olds, guys? This is the town of Olds. I'm going to plonk you right here. This is it. There's Dave's Chinese food place. Zoo's ginger beef. Costa Western wear. Whatever this is. Lingerie? Oh. How dare you. At the mini mall. Here's our movie theater, the Mayfair Cinema. Shaun the Sheep. What's that? How old is this picture? So yeah, this is kind of what I can call my hometown. Weird going through time here because some of these places aren't still around. What's still here? Yeah, that's still there. That's still there. Cacao and Pepe. That's a good little place to go eat. Dudes, anyways, they want to put a $10 billion data center. It's massive. Okay. The pictures that they've shown. So here's the town of Olds. It's about 10,000 people. It's a good town. It's booming right now. There's lots of new builds going on here. You can see the layout of all the houses. They want to put a $10 billion data center, which might... Okay, I don't know if it's the biggest in North America, but it's the biggest in Canada. They want to put it right here. Now, when I say right here, outside of this blob, this entire area right here, that entire square that you're seeing where it says Great West Storage, down to the yellow road, down to the middle line here, that is 1 mile by 1 mile of data center. Go F yourself. I don't want it. I don't want it. Move it away put a smaller one in. Don't pick on us. Put a smaller one in. Like, guys, just for comparison, that's that field. There's the field there. This entire field, they want to make the entire field that you can see right now with whatever crop this is, rye, barley, I don't know what it is. They want to make that all a huge, gigantic building, putting out heat and whatever. Huge water usage. I mean, here's the UFA. This is a big building. It's a farm supply store. It's tiny. It's nothing. That's what they want to put there. It's all going to be fired by natural gas. Hey, guys, I thought we were saving the world. We're not supposed to do that anymore. But for a data center, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We changed our minds. That's the hypocrisy of it. This entire area, they want to make a $10 billion data center. Nah, dude, put it further out. Who's the farmer that sold this land? He should be... he needs a little talking to. Probably hates the tech, hates all the other stuff, but will sell his land at the last second and move away to Mexico. Yeah, that's my rant. Okay, dudes, 35.7 Ks to go. Gap is at 407, kind of hovering right there right now. Yeah, data centers, stay away. SpaceX is selling 555 million shares. I won't have one. The Ministry had a song called New World Order. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up today. Yeah, I think the Ministry were a really good band from the 80s. Weren't they? Yeah, someone's saying feels like echelons could form in the valleys. Yeah. The pace they're riding. EF doing all the work on the front now, guys. 4 EF riders, then Alex Baudin. So I guess they're thinking we've got a chance of taking this back, or we're going to keep it. Okay. Well, in reality, guys, he's the best of this group because he is the race leader. So in reference to them, he's going to still say quite high. It's going to be some other riders in the front, like Bruno Amaril's 120 down, Luke Tuckwell at 103. Who else? Okay, we've got Christian Rodriguez at 313. We've got Jose Felix Parra for Caja Ruel only at 340 down. Those are kind of like, oh, right here, Guillaume Martin at 151. That's another threat right there. So they're going to vault up the GC. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, Luke Tuckwell, Bruno Amaral, Guillaume Martin, Christian Rodriguez moving up 23 positions. Jose Felix Parra moving up 25 positions right now. That's serious. Yeah, this is an interesting position out on the course. Single file, hammer stage. Yeah, exactly. New World Order is a banger, apparently. Okay. Yeah, rail. It's false flatty all the way. Very tiring. 1 to 2% all the way, guys. It's 1 to 2% up, but it's saying that the front here is doing 64K an hour right now. 60K. And you know what, guys? There's a bit of wind out there. There is some wind out there. Are we getting any weather forecast? Okay, it's only saying 10. Maybe that was just a wind gust in the area or vehicles going by. Pushing everything around. Seb. Seb, where are you from, dude? Seb looks like a new guy. Seb, are you new? Sebastian. Jonas is crazy strong this year, beating that record on stage 20 of a Grand Tour and looked fresh. Dude, yeah, I think he beat it by 8-10 seconds, something like that. It's a record from the Pontani days. You know, so new training, new tech versus just juiced, and I love both. Jonas currently at better odds than Paul. Okay. Rail, ASO really wants the Pontani Alp record gone as the 19th stage is basically just an Alp sprint. Yeah. I think we do the Alp twice this year. I think we do. Dudes, I'm really looking forward to the Alp run-up, the Tour run-up. I will be doing like a rider's presentation. I'm going to watch that. You guys can watch along with me. I really like seeing the dudes when they're not all fully kitted up, without their helmets on, without their sunglasses. Oh, little Caja Ruel having some talking back here in the peloton. in the front group, a lot of, you know, whenever I see this, you know, this can't be good, right? This is not, hey, bro, love you. Bruno Amaral now ditching out of the front group. Time trial is here. Actually, he's just back at the car. Back at the car. Nice sticky bottle pass there. Sticky gel pass. Might have been ice cubes. He's going for a second one. What is he grabbing? Ice packs. It's just little frozen ice packs. Really not that hot out there, but, you know, they are racing hard. Yeah, data center there, Colin, as land is cheap and they can build their own city around and over it. Yeah, dude, it's just like, Olds is like 10,000 people. It's like, people are like, well, it's going to bring 3,000 jobs. There's no room for 3,000 people. Olds vacancy, there's a college there. It's an ag college. And it was on the south. Actually, the college, okay, Olds College of Agriculture and Technology. It's right across the field from it. And guys, it doesn't look this brown and disgusting all the time, okay? This is horrible satellite pictures, but Olds is kind of a happening little town now. Happening little town. Ah, guys, I'll show you this. I used to live here. You can't, yeah, there won't be any. Nah, there won't be any. I used to live right here. Here's my old place. It was only like 3 acres. You can see it right here. This was the trading post back from 1905 to 1928 or something. Trading post and post office back then. Because you can see how long it would take you to get into Olds to the train station. Now, I think they changed the name here. There is no longer a Railway Ave in Olds, but that's kind of sad, isn't it? Here's our rodeo grounds, you know, for all the rodeo stuff that happens out here. Oldstoberfest. Yeah, let's get that going on. Hey, there's beer drinking. Yeah, beer drinking, guys. Always a good thing. So yeah, the college is right here. It's all ag-related. Ag-related and like horticulture. In fact, I've never seen this stuff back here. Oh, this is like pens and stuff for animals, horses, cattle, I guess. Looks like they have their own water treatment here. Didn't even know about that. Prairie Turf Grass Research Center. You know, all that kind of jazz. So yeah, here's the data center. And when you look at the houses, so it would be all of downtown. All of downtown. So yeah, I'm not interested in it. I don't need your data center. I got enough data as it is. Under 30 kilometers to go, guys. I'll go jump back to Tour Tracker. You can see where we're at on the map here better. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. We're kind of like going out. If we were to turn to the right here, we kind of stick in the main valley with all of the kind of the ongoing buildings and villages and stuff like that. We're kind of going to turn off and go into more of a quiet, sleepy little valley away from the main roads, looking for climbs. We're going to find them today, guys. We are finding them today. We got 2 category 1s back to back to back. 2 climbs I don't actually know that well. We've got 11.6 kilometers at 4.9. Just remember, though, like Rail said, we're climbing the whole way. We're already climbing ever so slowly. But the heat is on the front of the peloton here at the head of the race. 53k an hour right now. 4:17 is the gap. Good luck, GC riders. Good luck. Okay. Rail saying I would still put Seha slightly in front of Jonas. People will begin flying drones into these tech centers. Big tech is terrified. Yeah, dude, let's go. How much data stuff do we need? Like, how much do we... I mean, there's people out here. Guys, it's very agricultural here. Like, they got some good comments. They're like, dudes, this is where we grow food. Where do city folk think food come from? It doesn't just come from Walmart or your grocery store of choice. It doesn't just magically appear there. There's people out in the country where I live that are making said food. Whether it be cattle, chickens, they're all around here. Eggs, all the crops. It has to be made somewhere. Like, use some crappy land elsewhere to make a data center. Or why isn't that data center? Yeah, it's because it's just, they can get the land cheaper. And yeah, you could have a data center anywhere. But everyone's stressed out about the water consumption. And my big one is they're now touting it all powered by green natural gas. Natural gas is a very clean burning fuel, but up until 2-3 years ago, Alberta was told we're the worst place on the planet because of our oil and gas production. So, yeah, dude, and I was part of that industry. I'm no longer, partly because everyone told us we were bad. Yet we kind of fund most of Canada. Yeah, but now it's good. It's good now. We changed our minds. It's good now. Greta, where are you? Where's Greta? I need Greta. Where's Greta now? I thought the Alp record was broken. Maybe the Alp record, yeah, the Alp record's been broken, but not during a race. It's been dudes go and just hammer the climb. I think there was a Canadian guy. Yeah, there's a Canadian guy. His name is Jack something or other, I believe. Rode professionally. I don't know what level. He's broken a lot of these old climb records, but not in a race. Not where they've already ridden 150K or whatever. Yeah. They paid Paradise to put up a parking lot. Exactly. Rail, what are those data? Rail, I had to look it up last night because I keep hearing about it. It's for artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing. It's basically for the internet. I don't care about AI. I don't care about machine learning. I don't care. Like, I don't. I just want my normal life. Yes, the Ministry, great band. Okay, Dave, I got to look them up today. Data centers are for AI. Charles Pester from Okotoks is back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, EF's doing a lot of work is what they're doing, Aaron. EF thinks they're going to control this and keep the jersey again. 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Good luck, boys. Good luck. I'd love to see this happen at the Tour de France. 3 dudes off every team. Dudes, we're all going on a breakaway today. We're doing it. Poggy, Jonas, Paul, you got to try to control us. Every day. Just turn the race upside down every day. Charles Todd Sullivan, I was a Lance Armstrong fan. Wish he came back from retirement back in the day to get the Giro and La Vuelta. That's how he should have come back, in my opinion. Random comment. No, dude, Charles, I still like Lance. And I don't think they should have beat him. Lance got beat up because he was mean to everyone. Right? You know, there's been lots of people caught. And they go, you got me. And they vanish. Lance just fought everyone, sued everyone, badmouthed everyone. He shouldn't have done that part. Then he would have been fine. Would have been fine. Top climbers in the Dauphine points in the PCS climbers ranking is Oscar Only, 6th place overall. That's for points this year, guys. Tobias Halland Johansson, 2nd. He's 7th overall. Isaac Del Toro is 8th in the rankings. Paul is 9th. João Almeida is 15th. And that's just PCS points. Intermarché guys here passing bottles and it looks like ice packs between each other. Dude, it's serious. It is serious. Teams have got something going on here. Guys, I'm going to do a quick nature break. We've only got 24.9K to go. I'll be right back. right, dudes, back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling domination and performance excellence. Dudes, on these big, wide roads, it's 2 lanes in each direction. Looks like bike paths too. Absolutely strung out right now. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. What are the boys behind doing us? What are the boys behind us doing? Let me catch up. Lance, classic Icarus comeback, yeah. Guys, if you haven't seen Icarus on Netflix, is it still on there? Go watch that. Great show. Yeah, Rail says it too. Armstrong should never have come back. He even said it himself, yeah. Charles, Lance is a lying sack of that destroys people. Yeah, that's why people don't like him. Yeah, dude, exactly. Charles, I agree with you. I don't think it's the drugs that he used, because 99.9% were probably doing it. It was just the nature of the game. It's how he attacked people. And people will always remember. Okay, like David Miller. I read both his books. I talked about that. Juice to the gills. Probably won a lot of races. Juice to the gills. Time trials. But he didn't attack anyone. He just kind of like took it and yeah, that's it. Done. At least not that I know of. And if you guys go look back, you can see how fast David Miller was back in the day. His time trials, I think he has a time trial that's like almost 50K long. That is pretty much the same as what they're riding now. So think about circa 2004, 5. I think that was David Miller time. How, what the gear, what the equipment, what the training was like back then, what the nutrition. They didn't have gels yet. Maybe they had Cliff Bars. Choking to death on a Cliff Bar at the front of a race. They might have had Gatorade. Yeah, of course they had Gatorade. But you know what I'm saying. That's how good the supplements were compared to all of our stuff now that we have. Lance did come back with Radio Shack. Did he do the I thought he did the comeback with Astana. Maybe it was Radio Shack. Yeah, because him and Contador were on Astana together. Yeah, dude, someone else here will know better than me right now. Oh, Rail's thinking that Seha will actually win the Tour. The Ferrand-Prévot experiment last year ended in full success. That was the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. Quentin Pache looks like he's dropping out of that front group. Groupama FDJ rider. I'm going to give this, yeah, he's just dropped out of this group. In that group now we have Guillaume Martin and Clement Braz-Afonso, so they'll be defending that polka dot jersey. So Martin will surely be able to help Clement Braz-Afonso defend that. Guys are going to start drifting now. This group's going to whittle down quick. But guys, they have a 4 minute and 42 second gap. Cocard going out the back. Cocard's, yeah, I'm done. Cocard here having a chat with, who is that for Red Bull? Having a chat with Gianni Vermeersch. They're like, yeah, we're done, man. Come on, shut her down. What's for supper tonight? Aaron saying it was Radio Shack or Discovery. Okay. Rail saying at first in 2009 with Astana, that was the Contador year. Only in 2010 he rode for Radio Shack, now known as Lidl Trek. Oh, I didn't know Lidl Trek was Radio Shack. Okay. Okay, so everyone's mentioning Astana. 2009, Armstrong was part of the Astana Monstrum with Andreas Kloden. I love Kloden. Yeah. Dude, how about this? Andreas Kloden? Trying to think of a good name for him. The first guy I ever remember wearing nasal strip. Am I right about that? Think back years ago, he was rocking, I'm pretty sure it was Andreas Kloden. I'm thinking back on T-Mobile in the pink gear with Jan. Yeah, I'm thinking Kloden was rocking a nasal strip back then. Pretty sure. Is that right, guys? Can you guys remember that? Yeah. Oh, dude. Implosion. Implosion in our front group. Riders peeling out now. We had 54, now we're down to 42. They're just going to start breaking apart here. We are on a Category 1 climb, 11.6 kilometers at 5%. Lotto Rider dropping out now. That's Baptiste Weisstroffer, more of a sprinter, I believe. Yeah, a bit more of a sprinter. And that is... Okay, let's see who that is for Soudal Quickstep. Where's Soudal? Right here. Oh, it's Maury van Sevenant. He's dropping out. The Belgian rider is 1846 down. He is out the back already. Gonna maybe hang out here a little bit, guys, so you can see it, what we're going through right now. So here's the switchbacks coming now. They're already on the climb. Who is that there? There's only 2 UAE riders. Benoit Cosnefroid is sitting on the back right now of this group, alongside a Soudal rider. And in the valley system down below, chasing Peloton, GC Peloton, quite spread out across the road. Not riding with the same kind of aggression that... wait till I see some average speeds here. Under 20 kilometers to go for the front group, guys. Avia, that was... I don't know if Avia is a gas station or a grocery chain over in France. Vauquelin. He kind of gives the camera, the moto guy, a smile and kind of gives it a little throttle with his left hand. Like, time to throttle up here. And watch out, EF on the front, and it looks like Ineos is helping them. EF and Ineos. Yeah, Ineos is going to help them because they got riders in 2nd and 3rd place overall. Through this part of the roads here, it says 35k an hour. I'm not sure if that's actually the front or the second peloton. It seems like they'd be going faster than that. Yeah, it quickly bounces to 53 kilometers an hour. Climbing time, guys. Dave's got to step out for a second. Don't you forget about me. Charles saying Contador betrayed France. He would not let anyone touch his bike. His brother was a mechanic. Lots of smoke around Contador using a motor. Dude, yes. Dude. Let's start the conspiracy theory here. Was there motors used back then? A la Fabian Cancellara? Dude, the technology was there. People have been caught. There was the young... female semi-pro Belgian Dutch rider that got caught in CX with a motor in her bike a few years back, never returned to racing. There was recently a amateur rider who's been in movies over in France somewhere. He got caught with, and dude, he's like in his 50s, beating young dudes, like easily beating them, making weird jumps across, catching breaks by himself, being solo by himself and having 30 young guys that can't catch him. He was caught, I think, just last year. And basically, he ran away from the race at the end. Actually, I think he jumped in his car and raced away and actually bumped one of the referees or the umpires, whatever you want to call it, the officials. I don't know what happened to that guy. Like, so fake. So really, I didn't know there was much about Contador using a motor, but... Contador only rode on Brunel juice. There's no evidence of anything motor related. The Jesus juice. Did they test for motors in 2007, 2009? Probably not. Guys, I've even seen lately things say, there's motors out there now they can't see. There's someone in Eastern Europe that's working on motors. And he goes, yeah, for 20 grand, I can build you a motor. No one can ever see it. And it doesn't have to be much. You know, at this level, 20, 30 watts of a motor, that's all you need. That's all you need. Lidl Trek now on the front here, pushing the GC Peloton. Serious climb, guys. 8.6 kilometers go to the top of this climb. Moving along at around 23, 24k an hour. EF is vanished now from the front. It's Ineos, Lidl Trek. Number 92, Nicola Konki here for XDS Astana, dropping out of the back of the front group. Charles Todd, there is definitely evidence of him using a motor. Okay? Charles Todd, I did a deep dive on that years ago. It's an interesting rabbit hole. Yeah, dude, they didn't test. I've seen a bunch of stuff now saying that there's guys saying, oh yeah, I can I could build you a motor that'll ease you. It doesn't have to be a big clunky motor that adds 300 watts. These guys don't need that. They need 20 watts at a right time. Dude, a 20-watt motor? I don't know. Maybe it's like 2 or 3 batteries. Maybe that's all it is. Like just that big. Tiny. They can probably shield it. And she gone. Yeah, up until a few years ago, diversity, equity, and inclusion were all the rage. Not so much now. Yeah, it's a new topic. So now natural glass is clean. Natural gas is clean. What a world. Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. Natural gas is a pretty clean burning fuel, but of course there's emissions. What else are you gonna do? Like, how else are you gonna keep your house warm? Like, like I don't see them giving me free solar panels. They're not doing that. The infrastructure here is for natural gas, so it's pretty clean. It's a lot cleaner than coal and a lot of other things. Now it's clean. It's green. It's clean again now because they want the data centers. The politicians are just changing the narrative. Yeah, we need the data centers for the internet so we can all have more AI and we can all... Dude, what a world we live in. All I see every day is with one quick click, you can make your own business and just sit back and do nothing. Okay, sign me up. Sign me up. Then we can all do that. Then what's the point of businesses if we can all just do it with one quick click? They're all going to be the same. It's just goofy how lazy we've become. Do some hard work today, guys. Do some hard work. Jack Burke. That's right. And he is Canadian. Yeah, that dude. I think he's broken a lot of the records, guys. He did ride pro for a while. I think he was riding Conti over in Europe. He's broken pretty much all these hard records. But, and I will say in his defense, he's done some of them in horrible conditions. There was one, I think he did Alpe d'Huez in full rain kit. Like, it was cold, it was freezing. Okay, GC Peloton is catching remnants of the breakaway group. They just caught a couple of Bahrain dudes. But guys, it's 4 minutes 55 from the front to Paul right now. 4 minutes 55 seconds. How much can they bring it down? Pablo Torres still in this front group. Bruno Amaral is somehow still there, so he did get back on. Mountain Points sitting on the back here. Clement Brazafonso sitting on the back of the breakaway peloton. Funny to say that, breakaway peloton. Yeah, so Jack Burke broke a lot of these records by like parking at the bottom, doing a warm-up, and just attacking. So no lead-in, not in race conditions, but still pretty impressive. Jan Luis Escobia. Dude, where are you from? How do I preserve my energy? For what? What are we talking about? Where are you from, dude? How'd you find us? Say hi to Inside Cycling World and the community. Can't wait to see Chris Horner's assessment of today's stage. Peloton rode like a bunch of knuckleheads. Poggy wouldn't allow this. Rail saying not over here in Europe, there's little in terms of natural gas, and Norway has some. That's why we're trying to go for green as much as possible. Dude, I think Poland actually has a lot. Yeah, dude, there is. I'm gonna remember the name. It's gonna click in here. There's a Polish oil and gas company based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm gonna pull it up on my PC over here, guys, just because I don't, I think the company's called Orlen, I believe. I'm pretty sure they're Polish based because I had a buddy that worked for them. Orleans Oil and Gas, maybe? Gas. Orlen. It's called Orlen, Upstream Canada. I'm pretty sure it's a Polish company. Orlen Upstream Canada. We're going to allow all the cookies to come through too. Operations Alberta. They're international too, though. Yeah, I'm positive. And what's funny is the dude that worked there, I forget his name. I worked with him years ago. Polish guy. Canadian, but his last name was very Polish. Wojciechowski or something like that. Orleans Oil and Gas International. I'm looking. I won't give up. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding, guys, but I'm positive. positive. There actually are some pretty big basins and reservoirs in Europe. Anyways, we'll move on from that. Yeah, real. Trying to turn anything into energy. Yeah, dude, they can do it with garbage dump stuff. What do they call it again? Biogas. They call it biogas, fermenting garbage. I don't know what they do with it exactly. Can generate heat, and then they can power, I guess, steam something or others to generate electricity, something like that. We've got that here. Charles said Merckx got caught doping once and they gave him 2 weeks suspension or something like that. Dave's back in the mix. Okay, guys, where are we at right now? We got 29 riders in our front group. It's 5 minutes back to the GC guys. So, dudes, they got to really start hammering this down now. Lidl Trek's on the front with Ineos. EOF's riding about 15th to 20th position. Uno X pushing the front in the breakaway peloton of 29 riders. Yeah, real. Back in the day, doping suspensions were laughable. Zoidamilk was caught maybe multiple times, and the worst he got was a 10-minute penalty in the GC. Yeah, they did their doping too. I think it was amphetamines and stuff like that back then. Charles Pester, Germany wants lots of Canadian natural gas. Well, dude, that's what was so weird. Like when the war first broke out, and I don't want to air quote it, but just, that war. Like for a while there, they were still exporting Russian oil and gas to European countries that were like supporting Ukraine. It's like, what are we doing here? Either, like basically to me, I don't know which countries it was. I think it was Germany. Like, basically turn your heat off then. Like if you're against Russia, like shouldn't we be just saying no more? You can't keep buying their stuff to fund their war machine. How does that make sense? Like, it doesn't. Buy it from Canada. We have so much of it. It's ridiculous. Catching up, guys. Catching up. Bananas were the supplement back in the day, and they still are one of the greatest. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, guys, have you noticed lately that how hard it is to get good bananas? Every time I go to like a grocery store now, they're all like so green, and for some reason they never ripen, and I'm like at the point where I'm not even buying bananas anymore. Burgos BH has been confirmed for the Tour of Langkawi. 9 teams so far. That's from Eddie. Oh, we're talking about Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. All the weight she lost to win that Tour de France. Lost 15 pounds. Man, she was so skinny. Like, body fat must have been like 2%. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Wiggins was the most freakish whoever. Yeah, when you look back at Bradley Wiggins, like the power he put out for his size, it was insanity. Aaron's saying, yes, Cloden goes back to pink T-Mobile. Cannot recall the names. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to try to find a picture. Yeah, real. Good comment here. The evolution of Bradley Wiggins is to lose 20 kilograms to win the Tour, and then immediately regain 20 kilograms to fight for Paris-Roubaix, and then another 20 kilograms for his rowing adventures. That's right. Yeah, real. Cloden was like their next GC guy. Yeah, great rider too. I don't know what he's up to these days. Yeah, let's go Pablo Torres. He's still in that group. It's saying 29 riders still. I will jump back to Tour Tracker here. That's where we are on course, guys. Coming up on the 10-kilometer banner pretty soon. We got 3.2 and we'll be at 10 to go. Road surfaces here look, yeah, not the greatest. Look pretty heavy to me. Lots of road seal. Put the black stuff down the cracks, right? You drive over in your car. You get sticky stuff stuck to your car that never comes off. Love that. Thanks, guys. It's dropping all the time. Okay. Mechanical doping is such a funny term. Yeah. Yeah, Wiggins wanted to go. I think he tried out. He wanted to be on the UK or the British national rowing team. Yeah, dude, gotta catch up. Gotta catch up. I'm so far behind. Rail saying for me, this motor doping thingy is a dead end. You think there's none of it? I don't think there is any now. I think there was in the past. 100%. Charles saying if they soak up the natural gas. Ooh, it looks like an attack from a Movistar rider here. Yeah, one Movistar rider trying to get away from the breakaway peloton. And in that group for Movistar, we have Pablo Castillo and Raul Garcia Prino. I'm going to say it's Raul going for it, but not too sure. The second Movistar rider is riding third on the road in the breakaway peloton right now. First guy is looking back at his teammate. What are we doing, bro? Astana has Christian Rodriguez. I think he's riding second wheel right now. Jaco Lula rider, it's Covey. Covey is just slipping off right now. We still have 12.3 Ks to go here. Alessandro Covey riding for Team Jaco Lula. He's 11:45 down overall. Charles talking about good times and people getting lazy and complacent. Yeah, there's a lot of cool quotes talking about Kant here, I believe. How men get weak during easy times. And it just, yeah, it's a really cool quote I remember from somewhere. Escape from freedom, embracing authoritarianism. 1984, over, guys. AI investing in the stock market is popular now. Like, dude, like, I don't even understand what AI is really like. Yeah, push a button and we'll develop an entire web page for you. We'll develop a fake character. Yeah. Free solar panels happen on stage 15 of the Grand Tour after Mark has lost 1 hour. Yeah. Dude, I got to catch up here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so far behind. Okay. Rail, Poland doesn't really have any oil and gas. Orlen is a gas station company. We export the stuff. We import the stuff. Yeah, dude, so over here, Orlen is a real oil and gas company. Over here in Canada. They have an office still in Calgary. Jim, Russia was banned from last year's World Cup. Why is US not banned this year? Money. Yeah, it's different when US goes around Star Wars. Yeah, dude, it's like so controversial, so political. I'm going to stay out of it. Dawn, 2% body fat. No boobs on the dudettes. Yeah, dude, totally. You see how skinny those girls are? There was a girl just recently, guys, who retired at the age of 25 or 26. And I never thought about this. And I know I've talked about it before. She retired because she said, I haven't had a period since I was 15. And I'm like, wow. Like, you're destroying your body, especially as a woman. Like, she's probably sitting there riding her bike going, what if things don't come back? Like, when I want to, have a baby at some point. What if things don't come back? So, yeah, I can see why she retired. 23 left in the group now, guys. I know I'm behind here. I'm just catching it. It is definitely bang bang time. Yeah, dude, someone just pointed out here it's Aaron Quinn Simmons riding well in front. Yeah, dude, he's in top 5 right now in that front group. And I'm seeing a move here by, it looks like Valentin Peripont out of the GC Peloton group, trying to jump away from them. He's thinking, dudes, you know what? We're not working hard enough here. Let's go. They're catching a Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe rider. Ineos starting to react here now. So a rider from Ineos skips across to Valentin Peripont. Here we go. Valentin Peripont, acceleration in the peloton, and an Ineos rider went with him too. They're on a 6% gradient here. Just going to keep bouncing back and forth here, dudes, so you can see what's going on. Here's our situation. 22 riders in that group. Peripont's having a good look back, saying who's coming with us. They just caught an Uno X rider here from the breakaway peloton. They're giving them a bit of room. Decathlon now coming to the front. Decathlon's assuming leadership here at the front. 4 Decathlon boys. And then actually Alex Baudine's right there. He's going to ride the Decathlon train back up to the front. Decathlon keeping the Ineos rider and Perry Pont within 10 to 15 meters. See how long that's going to hold up. We'll be over the top of the first Category 1 climb here very quick. See if there's going to be a fight for points at the front. Over the Category 2 earlier, it was Brazafonso. He got all the points so far. 7 points available. Max points. He got them all. See if they're going to let him take the 10 there if he's ready to work at the front. AI will make people lazy and robots more powerful. Yes, dudes. I'm going to have that as part of the theme of the channel here coming up. Dude, Cyberdyne. Skynet. Isn't that what it was called? Yeah. Dude, I think that happens in year 2029, according to the movies. So it's coming. You got 3 years of good times left. There he is, Clement Brazafonso in the front group. He will be fighting for the points here. They've got 800 meters to go to the top. Yeah, Valentin Perry Pont says bang bang time from Fab Cycling here. Yeah, U.S. would split in two if Texas didn't exist. Texas is too valuable for both sides, so it stays together for now. Yeah, so much oil and gas there. In 2050, there will be an AI cyclist. Yeah, just like robots on the road. There won't be any athletes anymore. It'll just be AI. And it'll just be like robots out there riding bikes. Oh, how fun is that? Yeah, how fun. I think I watched a video yesterday. It was a car review. I don't know what the guy was from. He might have been Polish, Ukrainian, I don't know. Lithuanian, I don't know. Obviously not his language. Full AI overlay voice on top. I'm like, dude, I'm out. I am out. I would rather have you spoken in your English, your attempt at English with a really strong accent. I would have enjoyed it. I would have watched your video all the way through. And if you would have mixed up words, I wouldn't have cared. Just give me the stats and the details, your feel. I would have gotten it. But the fact that you put an AI voice over top, she gone, I'm out. Aaron, to your point on female cyclist menstrual issues, there was a women's race today with only 2 riders with parental mothers that were riders. While in the male peloton, yeah, many more fathers that were racers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, California too, 6th largest economy in the world if it was its own state. California has as many people as Canada. Like, they have 40 million people, same as Canada. Yeah, the U.S. is never going to split up, guys. Never going to split up. We got 22 left in this front group. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. So, since the climb really started, they've only pulled back about 25 seconds. Oh, so that was Rodriguez that was going with Perry Pont there. Okay, what I'm seeing here now, too, there's a Soudal rider that would have been from that breakaway group. This is Renderink. He is pacing Perry Pont and Rodriguez, who broke away from the GC peloton. Alex Baudin riding 5th on the road. Has another EF rider with him. And if I look closely, I can see the Irish armbands of Ben Healy. So it's Decathlon, 2 EF riders, Ineos, Lidl Trek. And then Isaac Del Toro sitting maybe 10th, 12th wheel there. They're actually picking up riders that might be able to assist them here. I think they've just snagged on to, that's probably Cosnefroy, I believe. I think so. Yeah. Valentin Perry Pont rides through them. Renderink's gone. Rodriguez goes with Perry Pont. They picked up the one UAE rider, which was Cosnefroy. I thought he was going to try to hang with him. He's just riding his own pace, but he's been distanced already. 7.7 kilometers to go. It's 4 minutes and 11 seconds back to this group with Perry Pont and Rodriguez from the front. It's 4:20 back to the GC peloton. So they've got about 10 seconds gap here now on the GC peloton. Perry Pont's going full attack, you guys. He's not just dilly-dallying. No curvy story for him. I was just going to say, is Rodriguez going to help him? Perry Pont puts his head to the left, says something. Rodriguez moves to the front. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You're a legend. Yeah, dude, I'm caught up. Thank you. Okay, here we go, guys. Yeah, let's just get dialed in. Let's lock in. Get locked in here, guys. So yeah, dudes, I think I'm gonna race to town here pretty quick. We're coming over the top of this category 1. Well, we've already been over it. We're doing the next category 1 right away. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not looking at it right. We've got a couple of groups up front. Obviously, the yellow is the GC Peloton. They're just coming to the top of the category 1 climb now. Quick descent, and then we start climbing again. 6 kilometers to finish up the day, guys. 6 kilometers left to go. And dudes, I'm seeing 75 people here. Probably 70 are lurkers. Lurkers, unite. Shout out to the lurkers. I love all of you. Please say where you're from and who you are. And we'll put you on the pin map. We will put you on the pin map. Perry Ponch and Rodriguez not given much opportunity here, guys. It's starting to heat up here now on the front. The GC Peloton, they're dialing it up now. It's down to 4 minutes and 19 seconds. That's pretty decent, though. They've only lost 40 seconds on the climb so far. The Breakaway Peloton over the GC. Breakaway Peloton is just at the very bottom of the descent. They cross a little bridge, change direction, and start climbing again. Right here. They just crossed a little bridge. Let's see if we can find this here. Where would that bridge have been? Right now, I'm not really sure. It was a very, very hard corner. Yeah, we got maybe some bad air photos there, sat photos. They're on the climb already. And we have an EF rider jumping out of the front of that group. That would be George Steinhauser. This dude right here, George Steinhauser, jumps out of the front of the group. Sits 94th overall. 24-year-old from Germany. Steinhauser. Côte de Crest Voland. 6 kilometers at 7.5% gradient. And there it is showing there right now, just 8 seconds ago, saying that George Steinhauser has gone on the attack. Just going up the road. Just going up the road, guys. I don't think he's planning on winning the stage, but it's 4 minutes now. 4 minutes is our gap. And back to the awesome chat here, dudes. Thanks for keeping the chat rocking today. Carlos Rodriguez been in this situation before. He lost a sprint to Riccatello in Provence in February. Aaron, if Simmons wins this, I might have to bet him in every non-sprint no poggy day at the Tour de France. Shady's back. Back again. Rail saying Steinhauser is a breakaway specialist. Won a stage in the Giro from a break, which I don't remember. Okay. Fab saying Steinhauser for EF had some fabulous climbs and Pyrenees. Dude, okay, well, let's take a look at Steinhauser since I don't know enough about him offhand. As soon as we start looking, I'm probably going to go, okay, yeah, I do remember. Tour of Romandy, he finished 39th at that race. Pretty decent. Catalonia did not finish. Something happened to them in that one. Can't remember what happened in that one. Paris-Nice. Okay, dude. Oh, I do remember this now. Yeah. 3rd overall at Paris-Nice. Yeah. Okay, so he had a really good stage 4, 5, 6, and 7. Actually, stage 3, the time trial, they helped him. 6th place overall there, kind of vaulted him into 3rd place. I believe it was 5th on the Ushan Borges to Ushan stage. UAE Tour, he finished 22nd overall. Okay, this guy's really interesting, actually. 24 years old. He's a climber, GC rider. Yeah, looks like it's going to happen today, guys. Can this dude go for it? He's been joined by Tobias Halland Johansson, though, from Uno X, and Maxim Van Gils. Who said Van Gils earlier? Was that you, Aaron? I think Aaron said Van Gils earlier. We're going to have 4 riders. Actually, they passed him. Steinhauser's been passed now. Okay, dudes, it's happening. Van Gils is elbow flicking Tobias Johansson through. Pablo Torres is trying to come across to them. Steinhauser has just faded back a bit, and he's being picked up by the other riders. 3 riders in our front group. It's not showing up on screen here, but this is what's going live. Torres is the rider that's came across to them, saying he's 5 seconds back. He's not. He's right on their wheels, probably a quarter of a second behind. Concerted effort behind them, though. The rest of the breakaway peloton knows that's probably the move. That's the move that's going to stay away. Our polka dot jersey has been dropped into a second group. Looks like it's kind of like 10 up the road, our 3 in the lead, and another 10 back here right now. That's my guess. So definitely more than 2 riders in that front break. See if Tour Tracker can do us a better job. Clement Brazafonso did get the points over the top of the climb. Picked up another 10 points. Yeah, right here. This was a little while ago, 2 minutes ago. Van Gils, Steinhauser, and Johansson. Steinhauser has gone back now. Steinhauser has gone back. And even this is not correct. Pablo Torres is with him. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. 4.2 kilometers to go. Dorian Godon jumps out of the GC peloton here. Oh, he's been caught. He's just been caught. Godon was in the front all day. He was the one Ineos rider up there. Okay, got a little group here. It's Baudin. EF rider will be Ben Healy. Astana riders, probably Cosnefroy there, I would believe. Okay, secondary group here, guys. It's all getting shattered apart right now. Front of the race, 4 kilometers to go. It's 11 seconds to the polka dot jersey. And then it's 4 minutes back to Alex Baudin. But he is not in the front group right now. He is not in that front group. He's already, yeah, it's saying here he's struggling to hold on. He's already out of the main peloton. GC peloton, we'll call it. Rail saying Steinhauser is quite similar to Lenny Kamna. Yeah, I love that guy. Okay, dudes, right now, head of the course, 3.8. Johansson, sorry. Yeah, it's Johansson. Maxime Van Gils and Pablo Torres. They have about a 100-meter gap over, it looks about 5 or 6 riders. No idea who they are. Right here it's saying Quinn Simmons, Luke Tuckwell. Dude, this guy right here for Red Bull. Steinhauser and Christian Rodriguez. Okay, it's the other Rodriguez. I was going to think, how did the Ineos guy? It's not. It's Astana. There's 6 of them now. Yanis Voissard. Dude, this guy here, he's a good climber. Tudor Pro Cycling. This guy is a good climber. 56 kilograms and way back at the beginning of the year at the Alula Tour. Two stages. Winter Park to the mountain. Winter Park to Heger, won 2 stages. Right there. Finished 6th in the GC overall. Yeah, I remember that climb too. Just brutal, straight up. Kind of didn't know who he was at the time. That guy can climb. So we got 3 up front, and now we have 8 chasers. Simmons, Tuckwell, Steinhauser. Tuckwell is in the leader's jersey right now, guys. He is in the leader's jersey. Steinhauser, Rodriguez, Velasco, Voissard, Jose Felix Pera. This guy right here too, dude. He's vaulting his way up. This Cajo Rural rider. This dude too. Simon Masonabi. I saw in the virtual GC before. Take a look at this. There's Tuckwell. Here's Jose Felix Pera. Cajo Rural rider. Here's this dude right here. Sam. Who? Sam Masonabi. Writes for Cofidis. Vaulting his way up in the standings right now. He just needs to hang on. Hang on, dude. You're 22. Hang on. Let's go, dudes. Let's go. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Third group on the road, 25 seconds back. This will be the Lars Kraps group. Clement Brazafonso. Dudes, it's on, though, at the front here. Front of the GC group, we got Paul, we got Isaac Del Toro, and Matteo Jorgensen. They've jumped away. Lidl Trek trying to bridge now. 2 Lidl Trek riders. Got to be one of so they're trying to come across. Wow. Dude, it's full implosion time. 4 minutes. They have 3 minutes and 50 seconds from the Torres, Jorgensen, Paul Sejas group to the front. 3 minutes to pull back. All 3 of these dudes are giving up huge GC time to someone up front. Luke Tuckwell, here you go. Let's go, dudes. Cheering for Luke Tuckwell to get the... let's take a look at Luke Tuckwell. He's from Orange. Hey, dude, where you from? Orange. Right? Dude, what town are you from? Orange. He's from Orange in Australia. I'm not making fun of Orange. I'm going to look that up later today. He's 21 years old. And dude, you could be taking the leader's jersey here right now. Today's your day. Today is your day. Let's get it. And Red Bull's got two guys up here. Red Bull has Tuckwell and Maxine. So Tuckwell's came across. He's jumped out of that group from behind. There was 8 riders back there. Vaulted himself up into the front group. Pablo Torres, Luke Tuckwell, Maxime Van Gils, and Tobias Halland Johansson. Okay, camera crew now has got us looking at 2 Lidl Trek riders who are not with Isaac Del Toro and Paul. Matteo Jorgensen, Shimano neutral servers coming by them right now. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Same Paul, the Paul group, Matteo Jorgensen is struggling to hold on to that. So looks like Isaac Del Toro and Paul are putting in some big watts on the climb, and Matteo, a little bit bigger, is struggling to hang on. There's no Lidl Trek. There's no Juan Ayuso with them. Let's get it. Luke Tuckwell. Let's get it, dude. Come on. Oh. Yeah, Tuckwell has joined the group, the front. So Paul's leading the way. Isaac Del Toro, it's saying Matteo is still there. So he must have just struggled a little bit and got back on. Paul doing all the work. Isaac just sitting on his wheel right now. Paul does a quick... he might have been on the radio there. Maybe he unzipped a tiny bit. There's lots going on here. Dave saying sticky bottle time for me. Couldn't we all use a Tugwell? Yeah. Orange, California is also a city. Orange. Guys, Torres for UAE, Tuckwell and Maxime Van Gils for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, and we have Tobias Halland Johansson for Uno X. 4 riders. I'm just seeing a couple riders lurking in the distance though. 8% grading here, dudes. Guys, riding into the yellow jersey right now. Riding into the yellow jersey. I love it. Luke Tuckwell, no slouch. He's doing the pulling in this group. He's like, yeah, I'm taking it. Let's get it. I bet you, can you imagine the screaming that's in his ear right now? The screaming. He's only 103 down overall on the GC group. That GC group is way back here. Yeah, it's going to be hard to figure this one out exactly. They're 3 minutes and 39 seconds down. So they've got a lot of time to make up. And that's Jorgensen. Jorgensen is fading right now, I think. They're on an 8% segment here. He's been gapped by Paul and Isaac. Remember, Paul is over a minute down too. Paul is 1 minute down overall in the GC. Let's take a look at the actual GC again. So right now, Paul and Isaac Del Toro, who are making their way up through the field, Paul is 1 minute down. Isaac Del Toro is 1:16 down. Jorgensen is 15 seconds down, but he's starting to fade. However, they've got 3.5 minutes to make up on Luke Tuckwell. Luke Tuckwell started the day only 3 seconds behind Paul Seha. If this continues at this rate, we will have a new leader. Well, we're going to have a new leader for sure. Baudin is not going to keep anything today. He had a great run in the yellow jersey. 900 meters to go here, it's saying, guys. Am I live? I am live here, so this is going to bounce around a little bit here, dudes. We'll come to this one, and we'll see what's going on. Things are changing here at the race, dudes. Things are changing. Yeah, Red Bull. Let's get it. I love this kind of racing. Paul and Isaac. Sorry, dudes. You left it too late. You left it too late. Yeah, Jorgensen's getting cooked right now. Del Toro hasn't done one pull. Hasn't done one pull. Bora could win the entire day stage in yellow. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Bora is going to win the stage. Tuckwell's taking the yellow jersey. Shaka Khan, let's get it on. Still 3.5 minutes. It's 3 minutes and 26 seconds back to Paul. 1 kilometer to go. 1 kilometer to go on flow bikes. I'm going to stick right here, guys, and see how this pans out. Yeah, they're under the 1 kilometer banner to go right now. Trying to get an idea of where all the riders are. They're not even all showing up right now. But this is Vossard. This is the two-door rider, apparently. You know what? Before, when the camera kept looking back, I was seeing a very, very dark jersey. I'm trying to see if he's coming up right now. Okay, dudes. Pablo Torres has been dropped. Paul, looks like he's saying something to Del Toro. He might have there. Del Toro finally goes to the front. Del Toro, you got to do something. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Now's the time. Del Toro finally comes to the front, gives Paul a chance to rest. Head of the course has only got 750 meters to go. Lido Trek, I would say probably, I don't want to say big losers, but yeah, big losers today. Trying to come back up. This might be Jorgensen just ahead of them, though. Dudes, let me just do something here. I'm trying to figure out who that is with Juan there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's Skelmos and Ayuso trying to come back right now. Skelmos and Ayuso looks like they're catching Jorgensen right now. Jorgensen. Tuckwell, Van Gils doing awesome here. Tobias Halland Johansson up there as well. They've only got 500 meters to go. On the map here, that must be them. See, they keep saying Voissard here in the group. They're not showing the right group. Red Bull wins the day, guys. Red Bull gives you wings. It did today. I think Oyuso and Skelmos are probably going to bridge up, and they might catch Paul and Isaac Del Toro unless one of them jumps out of there, because Jorgensen was fading, but it wasn't looking polluted. Here goes the Uno X rider attacks right now. He's gone. Uno X is gone. That must be Luke Tuckwell riding third. Van Gils must be coming up beside him right now. Van Gils comes around him. Yeah, Van Gils got it. Oh, Johansson's so mad. He's stomping his bike up and down. Van Gils comes around him. Yeah. Van Gils comes around him, and right away, Johansson knew, I'm done. Third, Luke Tuckwell. Fourth through Pablo Torres. Unfortunately, yeah, he was absolutely smashing, lifting his bike off the ground. Two two-door riders coming next. We got some Overstar riders, Astana coming in, and the polka dot jersey guys. More points. Will he get points here? There will be points available. He's fighting for them. Polka dot jersey is going to finish around 8th or 9th, maybe. Let me come back over here, guys. Del Toro and Paul still riding. At the finish line today, there were 10 points available, only down to 6. So there was no points available there for Clement Brazafonso. He wasn't in on those points. Van Gils wins. Unfortunately, Tobias led them out there. Van Gils came over his left shoulder and just accelerated away. Look, Tuckwell gets third, and he'll be taking over the GC, guys. He should be taking over the GC here. Paul is at 111 back right now. GC gone. They're in a 9% segment here. Groupama riders coming across the finish line. EF rider, that would be Steinhauser, I believe. Quinn Simmons is finished. I mixed that. He's probably finished. Yeah, dudes. Matteo Jorgensen's at 333 back. And you can see here it's showing Juan Ayuso and Skelmos at 345. So that's how much time. Kevin Vauquelin at 350. Wow. Where's Oscar Only? Where are the rest of our GC boys? So for GC, except Mr. Tuckwell, we got Isaac Del Toro and Paul Ceja coming, but the rest of the GC boys, they're out of this one. They are absolutely out of this one. Tactically, I guess we've got 2 more stages. You know, everything's going to change again. Red Bull coming out in force tomorrow to defend this one, guys. Bananas. Yeah, the green bananas. I never get yellow bananas. Good comment, Dave. Rail. Van Gils was sitting up on the line rather than being angry. Maybe just still pedal. Yeah, Johansson was like lifting his bike off the ground, just like, I had it, I lost it. Yeah, GC group disaster class today. Yeah, this is the master class. How not to ride a stage race for overall victory. Right here, guys. You're watching it. Del Toro and Paul will finish more than 3 minutes behind. They're going to be more than 2 minutes behind. Yeah, they're going to be 2 minutes plus behind Luke Tuckwell, Mr. Luke Tuckwell from Orange. Hats off to Bora. They rocked it, guys. Dude, big breakaway. There they finished out. 3:15 down. That tells me they're going to be 2 minutes plus down on Tuckwell. Theo Jorgensen coming in next, solo. He didn't lose that much time to the other guys. So he drifted a couple 100 meters back behind Paul and Isaac Del Toro. Juan Ayuso and Skelmos coming cross behind Matteo Jorgensen to limit the damage there. Nordhagen coming next with, looks like a picnic rider. I'm not sure who that is. Vauquelin still out there. Alex Baudin. It looks like Vauquelin is with Alex Baudin. Where's Oscar Onley? I haven't even seen Oscar. What do I not know, guys? Where is Oscar? I have no idea. Baudin's coming with the Cahural rider. And Kevin Vauquelin. So not the greatest day for Vauquelin either. A couple of Movistar riders come in here. Maxime Van Gils for Red Bull has 8 career wins. Ooh, huge flip-flops here in the GC, guys. Huge flip-flops. Rail, Seha can't drop Del Toro. It's still a month ago, but maybe I'm overvaluing Seha a little bit. Yeah, dude. What would Poggy have done there? What would Poggy do? Okay, top 10. Van Gils, Johansson, same time. Luke Tuckwell, 6 seconds down. Pablo Torres, 7 seconds behind them at 13. At 33 seconds down, Raul Garcia Pernia, great ride. Yanis Boissard, that dude, he's a great climber for Tudor. 33 seconds back. Jordan Jagat for Total Energies. Christian Rodriguez for XDS Astana. Clement Braz Afonso and Leonard Yach from Germany. Nice ride for this guy. I've never mentioned his name before. Won a stage at the Tour of the Alps just this year. Okay, I think I missed most of that race. Great finish today. Guys, here's the GC. I'm glad they're on it today. Luke Tuckwell now has the GC. Wow, this is incredible. Bruno Amaral is 112 down right now. Is this... Really? So Luke Tuckwell for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe is in first place. Bruno Amaral second. Guillaume Martin in third. I said a random Groupama guy finish. That was Guillaume Martin. Matteo Jorgensen in fourth. Even though he was behind Paul and them, he was only 15 seconds down at the start of the day. Christian Rodriguez, 20th place last year at the Tour de France, now finds himself 5th place at the Dauphine. Okay. This is a nice one here. Jose Felix Pera, Caja Rural, sitting 6th place overall. Fought his way all day. How about the other dude? Where's Sam? Where is Sam? Okay, so he must have fallen back. Paul is in 7th overall. Juan Ayuso in 8th. Mateus Skelmos in 9th place overall, guys. Wow. What a stage. What a stage. I need more numbers. Tomorrow is Grand Colombier with the wall on the west side. Okay, it will be interesting to see how Bora defends the jersey tomorrow. We could get a great Sunday where the overall... Yeah, it's going to come down to the last stage probably, guys. Railsing, I think Tuckwell will lose 2 minutes tomorrow. It's 8 kilometers. Dude, it's going to be interesting. It might just be, dudes, bury ourselves. Like, one of the last lead-up races to the Tour de France. Guys, we got 2 more days to go. You're going to have 3 weeks off training to recover for the Tour de France. Bury yourselves to defend that jersey. Stage 6. We will go back to here. Tomorrow's stage. Labrador to Grand Colombier. Short stage, dude. It's going to be massive climbing just from that. Okay, we got 3,800 meters of climbing. 3,728 meters of climbing tomorrow. Let's take a look at the profile for tomorrow. We have 6 categorized climb. We start out right off the rip the Band-Aid off. We've got a category 2. Then followed up with a category 4 right after that. Another category 2. It's up and down all day. There's another climb at kilometer 46. It's called Perves here. Perves. Love pervs. Not even categorized. I'm going to say that's a category 3 right there, not categorized. We drop into the valley system from kilometer 50 to kilometer 70. We start the category 1 climb up the Lassettes du Grand Colombier. That's going to be fantastic. Drop down to the valley again. We had a sprint point at Chenet. Climb up the Col de Richemont, category 2. Drop down, and then we take on the Grand Colombier. Is that right? Yep. 8.5 kilometers at 10%. Dude, this is going to be a day. This is going to be a day right here. And just so you know, the pain, suffering I go through here every night when I go to bed at night. The stage starts at 4:25 in the morning. Dude, this is an entire stage day right here. This is the entire stage. Start to finish. We may not have coverage all the way, but I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on. Yeah, I'm going to be on just to say that I did the whole stage. 4:25 a.m. Colin will be up at 4. It's easy. That's easy for me. Yeah, easy. What I'll do, guys, I've got such a exciting life. I'm just going to stay awake all night. I'll probably go clubbing late till 1, 2 in the morning. Just slide straight home, get the coffee on, and then straight into the race. Yeah. Guys, who knows? Maybe Red Bull defends it. You know, Red Bull gives you wings. That yellow jersey gives you wings too. We've seen this happen before. That is a wicked, vicious climb at the end, though. I'm going to go study some of these climbs today, like the Lassettes de Grand Colombier. I'm not super familiar with those and how we must loop around back to that. Rail, I still think Sex is going to win. Say I was going to win, spank everyone, including Del Toro tomorrow. Skynet Industries head office is near Pearson Airport. The elevation height tomorrow, Eddie, I think it showed it. How did I see that before? I think it was right here. It's only 1,500 meters, so not much. Drew lives higher than that in Chateau Ghetto. Charles is calling BS on the clubbing. The actual reality is, guys, I'll probably be like snuggled, safely ensconced in bed by about 8:45 tonight. I'm a real, and I like to wake up extra early. 3 o'clock rolls around. Yes, close enough. Close enough. I can hear a bird. Yeah, close enough. We get up. No zombie. No zombie Colin. On fire tomorrow. Tug buddies and satellites. Get your rest for tomorrow. All the zombies. Love the Hooters song. I actually love that song. We better get Lassettes live. Yeah, dude, I hope so. 4:25 start. Flow bikes. What are they going to do tomorrow? Well, World Tour ASO Dirty Tour. Dirty feed. Okay, dudes, that was fantastic. I loved it. Hope you guys had fun. Thanks for everyone being here. Colin, Inside Cycling World Tour de France is coming. We do every second of that. And the beauty of the Tour de France is we get to see every minute start to finish. And I'm actually getting psyched up for it now, guys. I'm like, that's 3 weeks of my life that get parked. I've told people already, well, when can you come visit? I said, July, I'm out. I can't. July, I'm out. All of July is set aside for Tour de France. Dedication, guys. Dedication. X-Men saying the AI cyclist will win tomorrow. Yeah, totally. Dude. Okay, one more. What? Hey, dude. I like this guy. I love a dude that comes in the Lion Circle. Thanks for the coverage. Lion Circle, who are you? Let us know where you're from. You go on the pin map. We have a pin map here. And if you let me know where you're from, I put you on the pin map. Yeah, the Pervs map should be the designated P zone for tomorrow. Yeah, dude, absolutely, guys. Dudes, I'm jazzed up right now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to whip to town. Lion Circle, let us know where you are. I hope you're back tomorrow, and we'll get you involved in the chats. Matt, love you, dude. We're going to see you around. And then I come home, ride my bike. I got to work on a course for real estate. I got 3 mandatory courses. Charles Pester from Okotoks will see you tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday, guys. I worked on my courses all day. I got to finish 3 courses by July 19th, plus do the Tour de France, plus have a life. Bunch of more stuff coming, guys. I'm going to release all the details soon. Okay, dudes, thanks for watching. Let me get back to here. Dudes, Inside Cycling World, love the community, love the chat. You guys are the absolute best. The knowledge, the power, the speed, the momentum. You guys know that. Shaka Khan, let's get it on. We will be in the pipe 5x5 tomorrow for sure. Okay, guys, have a great day.